Alright, we're going to try this again. My PC just crashed during the first recording of this, but anyways, welcome to day 6 of the World Championships, the 1-2 elimination matches, the first 2 of 3 elimination matches. That is, as we have C9 and Fnatic, a very meaningful matchup, especially since this is, for some of the Marvels, there's a future EU NA match we're going to talk about in a minute, or in a few days, as G2 will take on NRG soon, as the 1 seeds actually battle it out. That'll be fun. But these two teams have some history. They've faced off multiple times throughout time. Obviously, they faced off multiple times. Back in Season 3, they played, like, the only best of 3 that I can really, for some reason, people remember. But 10 years ago, exactly 10, not exactly to the date, but 10 seasons ago, we had Fnatic, C9, best of 3, and now we have it at Worlds. And of course, if you remember, most importantly, the last matchup between these two teams, 2018 semi-finals, as Fnatic would go on to win that set and get swept in the grand finals to IG, who also, the Shy is in this group, or in this 1-2 Clown Fiesta, we'll see later. As we head into draft, this is really big, because this is going to be, I mean, after the qualifying series, which doesn't really count, but it kind of counts, this will be the first chance for NA or EU to knock each other out of Worlds. They avoided each other in the O2 bracket. TL and Team BDS did not draw each other, sadly, so no EMEA warfare with NA. But finally, these two get their hands on these two regions get their hands on each other and renew a rivalry that hasn't really been very interesting, but has meant everything. I mean, if you're a fan of other regions, doesn't really matter, but means everything to these regions. Because, look, we may not be World Championship material, but we're better than you, has been EU's motto for quite a while now, and Xayah will get the lock-in for Berserker, an immediate Ori Rakan response for Humanoid and Trimby. And, oh my goodness, it's just speed running the draft as Blabber will lock in his Jarvan. And Fudge already considering the Rumble and will lock it in. Oh my goodness, we are seconds into the draft. And we already have 5 picks. I mean, Fnatic finally slowing it down. And Jesus Christ, immediately just firing off pick after pick. The graphics are still catching up. Whew. And this Lee Sin, it's been getting better and better as the tournament's gone on. I'm not a huge fan, but there's the old Jax. The last tournament with the old Jax design, actually. It'll be really weird to see it in the future. But oh my god. Okay. Any other random garbage? Best of 3, as always. It's a best of 3. So, first to 2. You lose 1. It's not over just quite. Another chance to fire back. Syndra banned away from Amenez, even though I don't think Amenez is very good at the Syndra. Thank you, Java, for telling me there's an update available that I will not be getting. This C9 team is weird. They steamroll EU, have a close game against T1, and then get absolutely... Actually, no, they had a pretty close game, I remember. I do not remember their third game. It's been a bit. Zeri taken away from Noah has, I believe, played it once. I know BDS played it. I don't remember many other teams picking the Zeri. Zeri's rising in popularity at the moment, though, at the World Championships. Possibly over as the Kai'Sa alternative sometimes. But Kalista is kind of the de facto next best thing. And Alistar. There is no count for Sven, who has played it quite a bit throughout his career, or his support career, which is exclusively on C9. Piss. Anyways. I'm not... Honestly, C9 never is convincing to me. I always just think they're... But we'll get to that. They're always just eh. And will there just be the Lee Sin lock-in now? And it will just be the Lee Sin 4-12. As you see there, yeah, it's not too hot. Oh, I have to check that in a bit, actually. I will check that once we get out of the draft. Berserker, with the Xayah, has the ability to go with the Rakan here. Or not with the Rakan, has the ability to go Nautilus. There's not much else available here in terms of tankies. Tank supports. Oh my god, I just said that. That's weird. Rel's banned away. Alistar's banned away. Rakan's taken. You might as well just get the other choice. Now, the final pick. Will it actually be Menace's Yone? Yone's 1-0 at the tournament. I believe it was G2. I want to say it was G2, but I don't know. And the Yasuo hover. The brothers battling, but they need an ADC, and Rakan does not. Or, well, Ivern is not that choice. Neither is the Yasuo. You could go Yasuo. Oh, God, no. No. Fnatic, you're being baited. You're being baited. Such a... Ugh. I'm not a fan of the Ezreal pick. I do think it's going to sink this draft. Ezreal's just not a great... Or not the right pick, I think, at the moment. Just... It's not a great draft, I think, from Fnatic at the end. Put a lot of emphasis on getting that mid-top support that it just... They did not... Ah, Sneaky. We miss Sneaky. Please don't pick Ezreal. Yeah, that's what we're all saying. It's just not a great champion to lock in. There's the handshake. As it is time to start heading into the waiting block. As I also need to use this time to do something. Oh, sick. Okay, good. It made it to... Sorry, I have... The time this is recording, I was super late on a different video. I am super late on my O2 elimination matches as we head into game. I'm just going to open the league wiki here. Might as well have it open. But, sorry, I'm saying I was super behind on the video, so I only uploaded it today. And when the crash happened, I didn't know if it finished uploading or not. Thankfully, it did. And now, 2 games to rule them all. That's it. Two games to make your region the de facto best region of these two. For the time being. Locking in that Rumble early does give Fudge a lot of the advantage in this early game as well, which is really good. Just Rumble plays really well into a lot of the current melee top lane meta. Still not a fan of Amenaz's Yone. I just don't think Amenaz is that good. And this kind of also leads into my other thoughts of I just don't think C9 are that great. They mostly play... What the heck is that chroma? They mostly rely on skill diffing, and when they can't skill diff, they can't win. Which is a thing that they do a lot in NA. It's not hard to skill diff the NA rosters. And Humanoid's going to get a nice trade there. Obviously, Yone into Orianna. And I've been waiting for C9 to impress me because I was super hyped when they won their championships back in 2020 and 2021. I was like, oh, this team is legit. And it's just not translated to the World Championship. So C9 probably should be the 2-1 NA team, if I'm going to be honest. I love NRG. I just think they're not as good. But Fnatic, they kind of deserve to be here. They've been pretty sleepy. They've been having a pretty rough tournament. Not even all things considered, just factually. It's been a rough tournament for Fnatic, and well, no better way to find the motivation to whip yourself into shape than the end of your tournament. And now Razork going for an invade. Lee's just gonna, yep. Razork's just gonna identify and back up. Jimenez hugging the left side of the left side of lane, threatening a potential invade, or not invade, a potential answer in case his jungler needs it. But Razork is going to be able to steal this away most likely. Does steal it, but now he's got to run. Flash over the wall. The harpoon does not land from Fudge, and Razork will just be able to flash away. And now Jimenez knows that he can't do anything, and now Razork's coming over. Nope, not gonna come. But Blabber's just so delayed. That's all Razork's doing. He's just stalling out Blabber. Because he doesn't care. He's gonna go bot side after this. He's gonna get the scuttle and go bot. Blabber just has to wait until he knows Blabber's left. And that's just very well played from Fnatic early. Their aggression paying off for the time being. Meanwhile, patience from the bot lanes. That top play, is there going... I don't think there's going to be a top play here. I just don't think Fudge... And Fudge is going to be able to push. I just don't think Oscar's going to do much in response. They're going to go for this. Counter-Strike. Yeah, this is just... Oscar and trying to keep everything low just flashes away, though, and Fudge is going real low. And, yeah. That was a very... Oh. Over-aggression? I mean, they only burn and ignite, and they get Oscar's flash, so I guess it's not the end of the world, but I'm just not a massive fan of that play. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan. Even though Blabber pretty much had nothing to do besides buy items and go to do second clear, so fair enough. But he's behind in CS, so the play fails. Kind of. I mean, Fudge should be able to catch most of this. So he'll be able to catch up to Oscar, but he's barely ahead. Like, he's going to be mildly ahead in CS, maybe 4 by the time Oscar returns to lane. Like, you burn your ignite for 4 CS leads. Just... Mena's just, knows the matchup he's in and just accepts it. Just accepts he's in the Orianna Yone matchup. And Oscar's just going to jump onto Fudge. Grandmaster at Arms burned, and now the Equalizer's out. There's no ward hopping for Oscar, and Sven's here to lock it down. Razork will land the Q, but first blood over to C9. Oh, Razork getting aggressive, knowing there's nothing. But is there even a play here? No! It will be a double kill for Fudge, and now Trimby's overextended, but thankfully it's just Sven and not someone more dangerous. And Fudge just buys the Sorks. That is so big for C9. Incredible plays. And we've seen that from Sven already this tournament. We've seen Sven go top lane and the shockwave misses. That's going to hurt. But we've seen Sven do that. Take his first back, walk top lane while his top lane's pushing out, and bait an over-aggressive play from their top lane opponent. It's worked out. I think 2 for 2 so far on the side of C9. It's just good. That's just good play there. Punishing, and now Oscarin has nothing he can really do. Doesn't have any magic resist. Has the Sorks, and now with with Blabber coming in, just has to back away. The only thing that saves him there is a lack of an equalizer, and now it's really strong. He still doesn't have that flash, so C9's top play, while over-aggressive and maybe didn't get that much in the short term, or even in terms of wave in the long term, it gets the flash, and that's the only long-term advantage they really needed, because without flash, I mean, Oscar's just dead. And now, he actually has a CS lead. Now he has an 11 CS lead. Should be actually extending this too, because he still has some minions to catch. So the extension of this punishment from Fudge, Blabber, and Sven is going to be absolutely huge in getting this rumble ahead. Oscar's going to jump onto Fudge, and while the Flame Spitter's not going to be a ton, he's just going to throw the ulti down. Not a good ultimate. But even with the Grandmaster at arms overheating, he got the auto attacks, and it's a solo kill for Fudge now. He's 3-1. And Tribby not going to get dragged all the way. Good block there to keep Jimenez here. That's just absolutely insane from Oscar right there. Goes hyper aggressive into a Sork Shoes rumble. Like, even without the Flame Spitter, he burns the Flame Spitter, yes. And that equalizer's butt. But the Flame Spitter is such a low CD that it doesn't matter. And now he just takes a full advantage, and now he's 17 CS ahead, and again, still 3 kills to none. He's just absolutely massive. Easy trade for Humanoid. Nice shielding from Trimby. And C9 are just going to take this Herald. Hydra Flame Spitter. Hydra Flame Spitter. One of the two. And just, they're trying to CS, but look at the leads. Look at how little gold Noah has. He's 700 behind already. Humanoid is going to find Jimenez here. Flash force out of Jimenez. And so Humanoid, not bad at all there to answer that play. And this will be first strike over to Fnatic at least. But Oscarin just gets the equalizer thrown on him. The leap strike gets interrupted by the Cataclysm, and he's just gonna get burned. And Humanoid just catching the wave here, it seems, instead of TPing to help his top lane, but he didn't have ulti, so would he have been much help? And now it's just a continuous snowball. 30 CS lead in the top lane, 20 CS lead in the bot lane. They have an 11 CS lead in mid and an 11 CS lead in jungle, but just, it's not nearly enough. Fudge, 2,000 gold ahead already at 11 minutes. And this is the C9 NA fans we're expecting to see entering the World Championships. And this is more of the C9 we saw against T1. Just really well played. And Fudge is just going to walk at Humanoid, and Jimenez teleporting in. What is he doing? He's not going to catch anything. And now they're both just going to leave. They're just going to leave Humanoid to catch. Actually, I think Fudge is coming back. We'll get some gold onto Blabber. A bit of an over-aggressive play from Jimenez, assuming that... I could tell what he was going for. He assumed that Fudge was going to be able to hold the attention of Humanoid a bit longer, but Humanoid, one, saw teleport, and two, kind of knew he couldn't hang around after that. Like, he hung around any longer. Fudge just walks forward, Equalizer cues him, and Humanoid's going to be forced to flash or ulti or both. It's just not worth that. So, I mean, besides that, just a bit overzealous. That's not too bad. They didn't burn anything this time. But, yep, Blabber just going to be able to walk away. Jimenez going to go hard here on Humanoid. The kill will be secured onto Sven, but a nice fate sealed. But Jimenez is going to be stuck in the bouncy castle of Trimby, and it's going to be 2 kills traded back, a 2 for nothing for Fnatic here in a massive mid-fight. And they got on to I mean, it's just got onto Blabber, so there was no way they were going to consider engaging. Got onto Sven, killed him, and then Jimenez trying to go in, gets caught after the ultimate, thinking Blabber was going to be there to bounce or to help him, but Sven's just getting destroyed, and Jimenez, but just nothing on the side of C9. I don't think Cataclysm was up there. Oscar falls again. Fudge 5-0 on this 5-1, sorry, on this Rumble, and it's absolutely massive. There are worse places to have your goals going. Rumble's not the worst at. Rumble's one of the better ones by far. Triforce finish now for Noah. Jimenez just threatening with position. And Humanoid going to take this chance to back. And now Drake in 40 seconds. C9 have the positioning advantage. They have the resets already. Fudge needs to actually start coming down, though. So he's going to take his back, probably go top lane. And with Oscar unable to TP, actually, it might be beneficial for him to hang up there for a little bit longer. Especially because C9 don't seem to be going for the Drake on spawn. And now Fnatic are actually trying to come up with a top lane play to help out Oscar. Flash out. Blabber jumping in, and there's no chance for Humanoid to run away. Just going to be burned down as Fudge goes on a rampage. Blabber will kill Oscar in. The depth charge finds the Lee Sin. It's another multi-kill for Fudge and Fnatic. Their play backfires massively, and C9 extend the lead by another few hundred. By 1,000 there, actually. No, it can't be 1,000. Jax isn't worth that much gold, but oh my goodness. This is the Fudge factor people were talking about so long ago when he actually was in North America. When he was new to North America, the Equalizer just thrown down, and now Jimenez is here, going to get charmed up. Jumps forward, but it doesn't matter. The Unbound Spirit will not even secure the kill for him. He'll finish off with the combo. And now it's just, oh my goodness. C9 are just rolling over Fnatic through this early game. Just there's no chance. There's been no entry points. They come up with plays, and there's nothing for them. This is just unreal. No Equalizer available either, so C9 need to play around it. Nice kick from Razork. It would be nicer if he didn't abandon his mid laner under the turrets. And so Sven gets jumped on here. Nice equalizer. They didn't have enough damage, just quite enough damage to kill him. Just unreal. Fnatic are just in such a hole. Fudge is here, and he's just going to be sitting here. He has the Night Harvester, has the Shadow Flame. He's just going to be sitting and waiting to ulti. The Drake's pretty low already. They're going to give it over. The hook is going to land. The equalizer catches 3 into the flag and drag into the Cataclysm. And into the fate sealed by Jimenez. And that's already 2 kills going down for Fnatic. Berserker's going to get his first kill of this series. And they are killing it in game 1. And they're not going to let him run. It's coming in hot and spicy. Sven Jimenez is chasing Noah, secures the kill. It's the ace at 18.5 for C9. And it looks like they're going to be cruising to a 1-0 lead in this set. Oh my goodness. Nice hook. The Arcane Shift forces Noah to stick around. 2 flashes out. And then the flash forward into the Fate Sealed allows so much extra damage to come through. And Trimby gives his life for his teammates, not knowing if they were going to be able to run. But here comes the whole squad over this wall. Sven barely alive after that. And this... just unreal. And C9 are so far ahead. 4,500 damage on this Rumble already. In that one fight. And this is the Fudge factor right here. It's barely been visible in years. Trust me. It's been barely existent in NA for the past year and a half, but this is what they were hoping for. A nice insack, and Fudge might actually be falling here. Oh my goodness, he almost gets the 1-for-1 there. And Blabber going to jump forward. The nice Demacian standard will get the teleport. The Cataclysm, no flash on Humanoid. It will still be a 1-for-1 though. I think Fudge was a bit more of a valuable kill there. And now they're just going to start Baron. Razork is nowhere near, no flash. And C9 have so much damage with this Yone, Xayah, and Jarvan. And Jimenez is just running at Noah. And it's going to be the kill with the second cast of the Soul Unbound. The Fate Unsealed will find nobody. Or the Fate Sealed. Whoops. Soul Unbound, Fate Sealed. And it will be the Baron for everyone but Fudge. And this top lane's still just pushing on its own anyways. Good move from Fnatic. And Fudge almost finds the kill in return. Almost. And just such a good follow-up onto Humanoid. And Jimenez is going to continue to get that money. Berserker and Jimenez, so much damage now. And then almost, Trimby, almost dead. Good battle dance away, just, again, in the nick of time. And now C9, 9k ahead, Humanoid in the dark about this vision. Gets in the Cataclysm with the equalizer on top of him. Humanoid falls to Fudge. In the end, the Flame Spitter is too much. The Charm is not bad into the kick. And now with 2,300 gold gained on just this power, on the Baron push alone, it's going to be a lot of tier 2s fall or tier 3s falling as Berserker's pushing up his own tier 3. And now Amenez in top lane. This tier 3 should fall. Doesn't seem like it will, actually, though. I thought it would. Ulti will find no one. And 3k ahead is the new benefit. And they officially break the 10k barrier. They will just not break 11k quite yet. Just narrowly. It's a matter of time. As C9 are cooking with Gassier. Amenez going to have level 15. Oh my god. It's just such a massive lead from C9. The 2 levels ahead in top and jungle, and a level ahead in mid and ADC. I mean, they're 3 levels ahead in support, but that doesn't do too much. It's just almost 3k on that Baron power play, which is very, very, very good. And this play to catch out Humanoid and Razork jumps in to everybody. They would have found Razork here if it wasn't for just enough tanking that Electro Harpoon. If Trimby doesn't tank that Electro Harpoon, it's death. That would have done way more than enough damage to kill Razork. And what is the answer for C9 or for Fnatic? I don't think there is one at this point. It's just really, really hard to get this miracle comeback. There's just too many carries that do too much damage. Blabber jumping in, though. This might be the angle. The equalizer goes down and it hits nobody. Blabber's going to be able to escape, though. Jimenez has found Humanoid. We'll get a nice chunk of damage there and nothing. Blabber went for the home run and struck out. If that airborne lands onto anybody and the Cataclysm and Equalizer were thrown at the same time, it's over. That is just so over for Fnatic. C9 would end that moment. It's Baron time. Or, well, it's stalled for Baron time as anyone. It's a rush to get the items. Fudge is at 3 items already. They're awaiting that 3rd item on Xayah. Berserker's so close to it. But it's just, oh boy. The Infinity Edge will be coming through for Jimenez by the time Baron is up. Should be, at least. So, Fnatic is, oh, there's a mountain to climb for Fnatic today. Jimenez just trying to get all the gold he can. Wants to get this IE finished, so he's just at, and he does. That's IE finished. And there it is. Those are allowed? I didn't even know that. And the Edge is out. Mythic finished for Jimenez. Has all that extra crit damage. RFC finished for Berserker. Has a bit extra range. And most importantly, damage and move speed. And critical strike. Loses the big bird, but that's tough. And 16s for across the board for C9. All 3 laners have level 16 finish. Oscar is at level 14. Razork's at 13. Humanoid 15. And Noah 13. And they're going to try and jump. It was 14, by the way. Trimby just drags everybody, or Razork drags everyone over the wall again to safety. And does not work out for Fnatic. They waste Azanya's, but otherwise, there's nothing else. they're trying to get this vision, and C9 are just saying no. And now Jimenez is going to start pushing in this top wave. He's going to push in top, and it's time. And it's time for Baron, they say. Jimenez got that top push, and Oscar had to answer. Sven on the wrong side. Depth charge all the way on the other side. Jimenez jumping in, and they steal the Baron! Razork steals the Baron from C9. Are you kidding me? They trade back Trimby, but is it going to be enough? You see, the Fnatic chants are starting to break out here in Korea as I don't even know. Blabber, you have Smite. What happened? They're only going to trade a Drake, and they're not even going to be able to trade it. And who does he throw it out onto? Humanoid, and just flashes away in the world's longest depth charge. Jimenez is just trying to find someone, but that kick stops him. Just not able to stop it. Sorry, I'm reading something. Oh my goodness, C9. 8,000 gold ahead. The Baron will help. Some of these. Trimby's just dead here. Bye, Trimby. Yep. The attack speed with the crit is too much for a Miracon to survive. 2 Oceans for C9. This is still very much a winnable situation for Cloud9. Oh, Humanoid is about to despawn, but no Fate Sealed committed. And Humanoid just chills. Death cap for Humanoid now. There's maybe a chance here. They're going to give up that tier 3, knowing it was just not even worth defending. Razork's coming in. No Dragon's Rage, though. Actually, oh, it's back up. It is back up. I thought it wasn't. But dang. I feel like he just used it, but I'm also dumb, so. Smited away. Blabber stuck in the middle of everybody, forced to go into the resurrection. The equalizer's down. Depth charge down. Oscarin going to just walk forward. Sven so low. Berserker going to trade back, but Sven will fall to not Fudge. Noah and C9 are just over committed. They're overplaying their hands. And now Fnatic are way back in this game. And Jimenez gets a nice kill. Doesn't even commit anything. But what is Blabber? I mean, no, this is fine. This part's perfectly fine. Doesn't get it, but follows blindly into the bush. And now they're overcommitting. And Berserker just wasn't able to really get in there because look where the fight was happening. And look where Berserker had a position to not get jumped on by Razork and Trimby. And Fudge. The equalizers have not been it recently. Oh boy. Some of the equalizers these guys have been throwing out. I mean, just over the course of, these NA equalizers are brutal. It's 8,000. But now, Ezreal has the Sereldas, so. And the death cap is out. So what is their play? Jax isn't even a factor at this point. Jax is such a non-factor. But you're into a 3-item, nearly 4-item Orianna. You gotta start finding angles to end this game because you can't survive forever against Ori. Rumble's going to be nice once Rumble gets that death cap, but you need to stop this Orianna because that is what Fnatic are playing on. They are playing on Humanoid's Ori right now and waiting. But the Baron is up in 130, Drake up in 2. So it's going to be a lot of farming and a lot of scouting out because these two teams don't want to misstep now. A misstep can mean so much. A misstep for Fnatic means the game is probably over. A misstep for C9 means free Baron and a lot more push this time. And the Frozen Heart is going to be coming out for the Ezreal here. For Noah. It's just... he's going to be really, really tanky. If you don't stop... or if you don't find a way to cut him off now, he's going to be so much tankier because of Rock Solid. The Hearthbound here... Wit's End, I believe, coming out for Jimenez. I believe so. Yes. They just need to secure the Baron. That was the only issue they had last time, is secure the Baron. They won the fight afterwards. They just didn't get it. Ugh. Sven caught out, but who's with him? Jimenez is going to try and lock down Noah, but it's going to be Sven being traded back by Oscarin. Oh, and now Jimenez caught out, massive shutdown. Trimby will fall, but Oscarin and Noah will try to save the day. A nice redemption. Noah's being chased. Triple kill for Berserker. Going forward still is C9. They're going to get this inhibitor, and they turn the fight around. A big misstep turns into a massive gold swing for C9. And they can. Is it Baron time? They want to go for this. It's really, really... it's going to be a bit tougher because they don't have Jimenez. And they're just going to trade Drake. C9 know they will be trading Drake. There's no smite for Fnatic. They just have to give the Baron up. And now Fnatic going to try and rush the dragon. Yeah, it's only Sven. And what started by looking like Sven overextending absolutely massive plays. And then a great combo by Trimby. And the money doesn't go on to Noah, which would have been nice, but the money still goes somewhere really important. On to Oscar. And now Fnatic need to find an answer. It's 8k again. Isn't that bad, Sven? And not a great spot. A nice shockwave onto Fudge. Fudge has to run a nice blade caller to keep everybody alive. And Fudge is going to just live on a few hundred health. But it is still good for Fnatic, pushing away a massive zoning carry. Fudge was able to make so much space with his abilities that getting him away is such a good thing for them. C9 need to try and end, though. They can't let this go on much longer. Fnatic are finding angles to get back into this game. The Frozen Heart is finished now for Noah. And that's just... and now Void Staff, the tanks are going to be taking so... everyone's going to be taking so much more damage from Humanoid. He's quarter healthing people with the Orianna. Like, look at that. Berserker forced to ulti. And Humanoid's ulti's on such a lower cooldown. Oscar Rinnen jumping out to Blabber here. Blabber has the Guardian Angel back up. Nice dodge. It's just going to be a nice trade. Blabber will win it in the end just because of his health bar. Technically always being higher. But C9 not getting too much. They're getting small chunks of turret. And that's it. It's 22-7, but we're still here at 37 minutes. C9 cannot find the damage. Like, they can't find it at all. It's just really... it's what is... I mean, oh. Honestly, What is it going to take? What on earth is it going to take for C9 to close this game? Because they just... Fnatic will not lay down and die here. Like, they will not lay down for C9. They think, not even think, they feel they can win this, and they've made a pretty solid case so far. Oscar, onto the 4th item, is going to be able to live so much longer. That Maw for Razork, we saw him come in not at all clutch. Again, you have a 5-item Xayah. But with 4 items, Ezreal is just going to be able to do so much on as well. The LDR is going to be nice into Oscar and Trimby, but that's really it. Like, almost full bill Fudge. But Oscar's actually gotten back in this game in terms of gold. And now it's still 8,000 gold. But now you're going to be at 40 minutes probably before this game ends. So Fnatic are just they've been able to stall this game out for so long that they're getting back into it. It's just brutal. Because what is the angle going to be? It's so hard to team fight now because you try to get in there. Humanoid's going to be moving you around. Trimby's going to be moving you around. Razork can send you out of the fight. Oscar's going to be just standing there. What on earth are C9 to do? Because it's going to be real hard to protect the puppy. Which is Berserker in this case. When it's just impossible to keep them off of you. Jimenez, has he found Oscar? Sterik's out. Isn't going to find the answer. Depth Charge will catch Noah, but Noah's just going to be able to flash away, and then Hurricane Shift away from the Cataclysm, but it's not going to matter. Dominating for Berserker. Humanoid gets caught finally by Jimenez. Double kill for Jimenez. Fudge gets the kill. It's 4 for 1 or 4 for nothing, and now C9 have finally found the angle to end this game as they will move up to 1-0, and C9 are 1 win away from knocking Fnatic out of the World Championships. It took 40 minutes, but a win's a win. Oh my goodness. C9. Sorry, I was covering the wrong half. I forgot to switch to the other one. But C9. 40 minutes? How much of a lead did you have? And that took 40 minutes to finish? Oh my goodness. It's just, I mean, Fnatic had C9 had such a good early game. And then it's just such a good early game to mid game from C9, but when it came time to close it out, there was just nothing. Just in the end, there was nothing for C9 that it felt like they could do. Fnatic was just answering them so well. And the only thing that stopped them is eventually Oscar just got caught out by Jimenez, which is good from C9. They found Jimenez and just wiped him off the map. They sent him back to base and allowed them to 5v4, which led to them winning in the end. So, Fnatic backs on the wall. 1 game to rule them all for Fnatic and C9, as 1 win ends this series. And we are just getting almost right into it. Fnatic on the verge of elimination as we just head straight into draft here. And for C9, you're back, or you're on the red side now. A win keeps you safe for another few days. A loss, and you risk losing it all. And for Fnatic, it's just, oh, it's do or die time. Every game matters. Just everything. Everything matters. Stowboy. Rumble banned away from Fudge immediately. Very good idea. Just, oh boy. And the Orianna taken away. Humanoid almost brought that game back with it. Did not end up doing it. Got very... Fnatic almost clawed their way back into this series. Or back into game one with that Orianna from Humanoid. Just such a good pick in the end. And in the end, doesn't happen. Syndra taken for Humanoid, a champion he's played a lot over his career. So, not really surprised to see it with the Orianna gone here. I wouldn't have first picked it. Probably, but there's not much prior. Ori's banned, Maokai's banned, Kallista's banned, Rumble's banned, Zaya's banned. So, Fudge locking in the Cassante early and Blabber taking this Talia. Now... you think it's going to be callbacks to game one of this tournament against Mad Lions. I don't know. It could be. Talia's been pretty booty cheeks this tournament. Blabber, one of two players to win with her so far somehow. So, somehow, I say, because I don't know how on earth Blabber has the win. They will take the Jax away, so there probably won't be a Cassante flex unless they pick the Croc here. What on... It's jungle time, and it's going to be the Jarvan taken for Fnatic. And... not a bad pick at all, really. Kallista's going to be moving people around. It does allow Jax to really just start a fist fight and get in there, start moshing, as he would prefer to do. And should just also be a jungle answer here for C9 or support answer. Rakan on the table, but it will be Berserker's Kalista, or Kai'Sa, not Kalista. Kai'Sa taken, and is it? It's probably the best ADC on the table right now, unless you can play Caitlyn. Unless you play a lot of Caitlyn, it's probably the best ADC in the or on this patch. This is before the Jinx changes, which just have broken her. Aphelios taken away from Noah. Honestly, if I'm them, I'm not scared of this guy's. Not scared of this guy's Ezreal. Don't do it, please. Don't. Stop picking Ezreal. On Twitter, it's Ezreal. In Discord, all my friends send me Ezreal. Stop posting Ezreal. Alistar taken away. Sven would have been a menace on it with the Kai'Sa, probably. It's a tendency of Kai'Sa Alistar. And what is the answer here? Because I do believe they would be drafting support with this R4 and leave top lane or mid. But Sivir taken away. And they're really not scared of this guy's Ezreal. They're banning everything but Ezreal. Imagine this was played on 20, though. Imagine this had Jinx. Imagine the World Championships had current Jinx, who's just a freak of nature. And Nautilus taken away from Sven. They could just take the Rel here. They can take the Rel. This is just such a good chant. This is such a good angle for the Rel here. If C9 don't take this, I'd be shocked. And could be Rakan. I forgot Rakan is still available here. And it's going to be the Rel. Just a very good champion right now. I mean, besides just being a good champion, just also very good at the moment. I should have picked Maokai for my pick'ems. Most banned Maokai. Dude, he's banned all the time. And Noah will take this Zeri. What are you going to pair it with, though? I mean, probably Rakan. We've seen Zeri Lulu and it won. But besides that, have mostly seen Zeri with Enchanter, or not Enchanters, with Engages and Blitzcrank here. I'm intrigued to not see the Rakan, honestly. I would be more shocked to not see Rakan here. And Trimby goes back to all reliable for most supports at this tournament. Rakan. I need to set my timer, actually. Hold on. What's my watch battery at? And this is going to be the Mega Flexes. Oh, boy. It will be Cassante mid. Hold on, I'm setting a timer for tomorrow, or an alarm, sorry. And, yup. This is... What are these trades? These trades are... There it is. Jeez, that took so much longer than it should have. Anyways, yup. It is going to be the Cassante mid into Syndra. It did win them a game. We missed Sneaky. Also, Blabber has an extra B in there. Someone can't spell. We should have Sneaky. Sneaky at Worlds. And 4C9, this is a very much bet on them game. Pretty much identical to their first game of the tournament, actually. Like, it's going to be an almost identical draft to game one. Or not even of game one. Well, yeah, of game one. Oh, piss. Sorry, I hit the crap out of my mic there. Or out of my pop filter. Is going to be almost identical to the first game of this tournament. And now, this could be the swan song for Fnatic. Who knows? It's not guaranteed, but it can be. Really, this one? Yeah. Weibo are going to roll. Mad, probably. I don't know. We'll see. 1-0 C9 winner advances to the last pool of matches, the 2-2 pool. The first teams to go into the 2-2 pool will be determined today. The other teams join the pool of airport. Join the airport pool. It is over for them. And look, I even went to the correct one. You can't see me pointing. I can't down here. I'm not up there this time. This Talia, I'm not a big fan of Talia at Worlds, and the win rate reflects it because Talia is absolute garbage right now. Oh, my ear itches. Like, Talia's been pretty bad at the World Championship so far. I think 2 wins, 13 losses. So this is the 16th lock-in, and hopefully, if you're a C9 or an NA fan, you're hoping it's win number 3 and not loss number 14. And as expected, Oscar just wins this early trade or early fights into Fudge. Fudge just has to kind of find some answers when he can to heal, usually with the Call to Meek. But now, C9 should be in the driver's seat here. As Sven going to get hit with the grand entrance. And now, it's not really much of an advantage for Fnatic. It's not a massive one. It's not bad, though. And Noah, oh, Sven whiffs it. Ignite out for the move speed there from Sven. And using the confused Froggo. Oof. Sven, you can't have those if you want to stay at this World Championships. What the heck? That was a weird animation. It just looks weird. Sven and Berserker. Sven mostly trading his health bar. Berserker, just farming. Blabber's coming up. They don't know. Oh, they know. Just spotted. Crashdown canceled by the grand entrance. But Trimby super low. Yeah, Blabber just got spotted by the last melee minion. Or the most forward melee minion. I think... Does Blabber know? Blabber. And the fight. Nice scatter the weak by Humanoid. But Razork is getting jumped on by everybody. The Golden Ages will keep him alive for the time being. Fudge going to secure the Scuttle Grab. A nice seismic shove, but a flash from Oscar is enough. And now Fnatic are in control. Finally. Unreal there. That was just really well played by Fnatic. Fudge just going to clear out this, or finish up this wave and crash it. It's just... Oof. And then such a good scatter of the week into the flag and drag. Just so close to getting that kill. And Fudge just turns, finishes that off instead. Just gives it over. Just is fine with giving it over. Whew. Fnatic with the early advantage, but C9 still should be fine for the most part. I did say Fnatic in the driver's seat, but that was just a relief. Not going to land the Q. That's painful. I'm in pain. Oh, nice scout of the week. So much damage there onto Jimenez. What is it called? I actually don't know. Shattering Strike. That's a good name. And then it's still just going to get traded here. This is a pretty bad matchup for the Cassante. But he's doing his best. He's actually ahead in CS too, so that helps. Razor going to walk into the enemy jungle unspotted. Now is going to be spotted out. They know someone's coming. And goes all out. Humanoid, no ultimate. But Cassante is just not able to yield. And Jimenez knows what he's doing. Oh my goodness. That's Cassante for ya. That is just Cassante things. And it's going to be first turret over, so Fnatic, I mean, C9 have answered. They're going to secure the Drake. Jimenez doesn't really have anything to lock him down. A nice flag and drag will secure the kill, but a crash down into the seismic shove will trade the kill onto Blabber. Still very good for Fnatic, but C9 do still get something on top of the dragon. That's good. This play. Just Cassante things. They will shut Cassante, or not even shut Cassante down. They'll just kill Cassante. They'll just kill Jimenez. Not even a shutdown. Nice explosive there. Good flash, actually. I didn't think the flash was needed, but then I saw it after. The scout of the week would have caught him out, so good flash. Razork, third scuttle of the game. 3 for 3 for the time being. Don't see a steal coming through for Blabber. Menace going to get pushed away, and Razork is here, but just Cassante with the Pathmaker, able to do so much, or able to just tank so much CC. Fudge going to get this push. They find Blabber. I was like, how much you want to bet I didn't unpause the recording? I did. I remembered to start recording again. Fudge just gonna run in, get a little combo, and run away because he can't get the Ruthless Predator to force Oscarinin to just take a lot of damage. And nice plays. There you go, C9. And this wall coming in. Oscar is going to dodge the Ruthless Predator. It's stuck in my brain. But Jimenez will secure the kill in the end. The wall forces him to use Leap Strike early. He's still forced to flash. And now C9 are in control of this map. Not going to get the Herald. They're going to try and get something here, though. Berserker in a not great spot. C9... Berserker just plays that very well defensively, knowing something, assuming something was up there, because it did. That was a pretty rough, that was pretty brutal from Fnatic there, a bit too showboaty. Nice dodge on the Ruthless Predator, crash down, Magnet Storm, will eventually land the Shattering Strike, and then just free kills, especially, and they get a flash somehow. Blabber's out. No chance of doing much of anything. Flash away. So they will lose this Herald. Fnatic are actually in this game. They let Fudge get ahead early and just never answered until way, way late. And not going to spot Trimby taking it back here, but they're just going to steal. Drake up in 52, actually. Fudge doesn't have teleport and won't have it by then. Oscar does, so Oscar gets push here or just decides it's time to go bot lane. As long as he's not forced to teleport and as long as he doesn't have to get forced teleported on. Like, he needs to get back to lane super bad or else, like, it's going to hit the fan. And as long as he doesn't teleport in range of Fudge, he will be fine. Nice stun onto Oscar, or from Oscarinin. Trimby spotted out. So they know there's a play coming in. They're just going to ignore it. Jimenez gets the CC chain. Is going to be able to dodge out of it eventually, but so much damage from Humanoid and Razork. Very well played. They're going to drop this Herald. And now, going to be 2 whole plates for Humanoid. Humanoid going to get cut off here, but there's nothing. The crashdown is only going to land onto Trimby, and now running through with the grand entrance, but Cassante is going all out, but Razork is going to be able to escape with the flag and dragon. It's a 1-4-0 for Fnatic. And just such a good play there. And Fnatic just get their Drake. And boom. That is Fnatic showing that they are not just going to keel over and die. They are going to be in this game. And look at this. A good thought from C9, but they just can't get anything. A good thought doesn't mean anything. And there's the unleashed power, and Razork just flag and drags away. And Trimby, after eating turret, is just going to limp away, but still is there to take the dragon in the end. And now, there's just not even advantage, but it's going to be a slight, 500 gold advantage. Trimby, and he's going to die here. Blabber's going to secure the kill. Trimby. And now they're looking for a dive onto Noah. And teleport coming in, and that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Oh, wait, Razork's actually here to answer. And now C9 are in danger. Uh-oh. Fnatic just... And that is just such a good answer onto C9. They overplay. They think they have the advantage and get punished. Fudge getting jumped on, and now Oscar in such a strong position just hits him with the power. But Blabber, forced a flash for flash, and the burn on Oscar secures the kill for Blabber. And, indeed, C9 still finding answers. Jimenez looking for the combo, goes all out onto Humanoid. The teleport coming in, not even needed. The unleashed power burned from Humanoid. And now Blabber gets the first turret on top of it all. And... oh, nice. Whoa, nice Cataclysm to get off of or to stop him from escaping and shut down onto Razork. So much gold burned. Blabber, 2 items already for Blabber. It is a Rylai, so it's considerably cheaper than most second items, but still. Razork doesn't even have boots finished. So, it's probably a good sign. That was a better one than Palafox, at least. Oh, God. Fudge in a real bad position. Can't really fight Humanoid. Only saving grace. Humanoid didn't have ultimate, so he wasn't going to chase that hard. Berserker sitting alone in mid, so this is going to be his chance to farm up and get a ton of gold. Because he's going to be the late game insurance, but Noah's just so ahead. Already has the Storm Razor, is going towards the Navari Quick Blades. It's worry. Worry. Actually, is he? I don't think Quick Blades... oh, that's why. A Herald taken, and it can't be Quick Blades. I think so. It will be. Whoa, when did that happen? Sorry, I was looking at it, I was like, I don't remember that, but I've used it, and I don't remember that. Jimenez gets jumped on by Oscar, but I don't think Oscar wants to take that fight. He's getting juggled, he's getting all outed on, he uses the Grandmaster at Arms. He has a lot of armor. The crash down in Magnet Storm, but Jimenez is going on a killing spree. The true damage outdoes Jax's armor. Or is it bonus damage? No, it's definitely true damage. It will be a Drake trade for Fnatic at least, so they will get their second dragon here. Humanoid already on 80 Splinter, so has the upgraded Wrath, or not upgraded Wrath, has the upgraded Push. Force a Whale, Scatter the Weak, all the upgrades. Fudge going to get jumped on here. Nice combos from Fnatic, and Humanoid secures his second kill of the game. The Herald will secure the tier 2 for C9 though, so their cross mapping is not going the worst, but Fnatic's cross map is still pretty good. It's going to get a second charge too. That's not good. They will trade the mid-tier 1 in return, but it's pretty close to even still. I mean, Oscar just... in the end... Fudge just... no flash, no Dominus. Yep. That's what he gets. 92 splinters now. Dominus out, Scout of the Week, out. The wall is going to betray C9, though. Jimenez trying to find anything back. Sven and Berserker are just running away. Blabber's going to fall to Humanoid's unleashed power. And now it's a tier 1 falling in the top lane. Jimenez needs to find the angle out. Is going to go unstoppable, but he's running the wrong direction. And he's going to get shut down by Humanoid. And Fnatic dominate that fight. 3-0. Berserker will just get a tier 1 in mid to answer and recall. There's Jackie Love. That's where he went. But otherwise, the wall. Betrayal here from Blabber. Unintentional betrayal, but betrayal. Throws out 2. But Blabber just doesn't do anything here. And there's the unleashed power. And just, it's run away. But Jimenez can't really run because Noah's right there to stomp him. And Berserker's just bailed. Just gave up in the end. Ooh. And now Fnatic only a 1,500 gold lead, but they can do so much with this. Because Humanoid has money now. Cosmic Drive finished, actually. Scout of the Week pushes Jimenez away. Has the upgrade. Gets the execute below, I want to say 15%, if I'm right. Scout of the Week. If it hits someone below 15% health, they die. It's no questions asked. It's just such a valuable ability. 15% max health, and there goes the red buff. Wait, what? How the heck did red buff end up over there? And the Void Staff is the next item for Humanoid. Humanoid's going to be doing true damage soon. Trimby in a not great spot. Berserker's going to try and chase him down and is going to force out the quickness. Tier 2 falls in bot lane though, so quickness for top or for bot tier 2 isn't that great of a trade, and C9 are going to force the Baron. They don't have the damage. And Fnatic are coming in not very hot, but they're going to come in hot. And now here they are. Dominus burned from Fudge already, so he's not going to have it for a fight. And now it's going to be C9 pushed away. Fnatic on the Baron. The nice crash down Magnet Storm, but they escaped the Magnet Storm, and Razork's just hitting the Baron, so they're just still going to get the Baron. And now going all out, Oscar Ridden is all the way on the other side, but it doesn't matter because that leaves Noah and Humanoid unchecked. Razork is just walking forward. Fudge gets the scatter the weak, and it's a double kill for Humanoid. Razork just smites Berserker and goes on a killing spree, and Fnatic get the Baron, they get the fight, they get everything they want, and now they are fully just dominating game 2 here against C9. Look at this. They commit hard, and then where does Jimenez go? Their tankiest member? All the way to the wrong side. Scatter the weak. Cataclysm. Unleash Power eventually gets used. I think it's on Fudge. And bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, no Scatter the... Oh, no Unleash Power. And now, Blabber, solo, the Unleash Power execution. Blabber doesn't even have the health bar to tank 1 or 2 extra Dark Spheres from that ultimate. Oh my goodness. 7, 2, 5, 4, or no, not 4 items. 3.5 items. Just about to get the 120th Splinter. Like just 1 Splinter away from 15 AP. It's just unbelievable. And there it is, 120 Splinters of Wrath. And she is just at a scaling monster. Cataclysm over the wall. Razork stunned on Blabber will get the shutdown. A bit of an overreach from Fnatic's jungler. And now Jimenez coming in hot from behind. He's trying to find Humanoid. Humanoid going to get picked for the all-out, and Blabber will get the shutdown. Now C9 are fighting back against Fnatic. Good. That is very good for C9. Still down 6k and 4,000 gold gained for Fnatic on this power play. But they get a massive shutdown onto Jarvan and onto Humanoid, and they get both of them for Blabber. And now going on to that Blighting Jewel, and they get Darkseal stacks off. Because Humanoid didn't get any assists in the end, because there's no one to follow up those engages, it's only 5 stacks of Darkseal now. And we'll delay Magi's for a little bit longer, but just, this is so long ago, but look at this. 1 Dark Sphere, 1 auto, and Blabber has despawned. Berserker gets caught out here pretty badly. But that is a good ultimate and good minefield from Blabber. Trimby's going to live. But Humanoid doesn't see Jimenez coming, and by the time Jimenez is here, no flash available. The Scatter the Weak is just not even a choice. Blabber has the health to tank it now with the Rylai's finished. So Blabber didn't have to worry about dying there. And look at the damage from Humanoid, though. 18,800. And we're about to see it break 20 again. Just so far ahead of everyone else. Fnatic are in just such a good spot still. Even with Blabber trying to find anything. Oscar is going to be able to run away. But is there even anything burned from C9 there for it? Besides pressure, obviously, because Fnatic are just going to 5-man this, or 4-man this top tier 1. Berserker isn't going to be able to answer, and I think they will get it here. Teleport for Fudge. So C9 are looking for the angle. They're going to get the crash down. Humanoid's locked down. They need to get Humanoid down. As Sven already falls, it's going to be a killing spree for Blabber, but he's just getting jumped on by 2. Trimby is able to kite for so long. Blabber is still surviving for the time being, but he's getting jumped on by Razork, and it's going to be a double kill for the jungler of Fnatic. And the ace and C9 get stomped in game 2 in the end. They had a few brief moments of of belief. But in the end, Fnatic take their early control and they turn it into a tied series. Fnatic survive game 2, and we will go to the ultimatum here. Game 3. One of these two teams, it's all on the line for game 3 now. We're tied 1-1. It is all to play for because one of these teams is going home after this. Guaranteed going home. 2-1 is the score to avoid, and both teams are going to be desperate now that they're both on backs on the wall. Expectations are mounting. These are supposed to be two of the best teams in their regions, and they're playing in like one of them are going to be the third team eliminated from the Swiss stage. No questions. And so, with Fnatic surviving game 2, both teams backs against the wall. Who will win the first elimination battle of North America and EMEA? And we are back for the last game of C9 Fnatic, and most importantly, the last game for one of these teams at the World Championships. Oh, that was it. I forgot that. Sorry. And it's really, really important for both of these regions. They've been historic rivals, of course. These two regions hate each other. The first two to play the game. The first two to really beef over the World Championships. And now, 10 years after Fnatic knocks out C9 at the World Championships, 5 years after Fnatic denies NA their first Worlds Finals appearance, C9 look to repay the favor in a different way. It's not as grand as a Worlds quarterfinals match or a World semifinals match, but it is sending the team that has taken you out of playoffs twice now back to their home country. And that might be enough for C9 for the time being. And Orianna again taken away from Humanoid. Fnatic just need to ban away these two. Just don't want to give these over. They can't give over Kalista Maokai. It's too much to worry about. And now you can see C9 might be looking for the Jax here as they take the Poppy out of the draft. Ooh, that's a good stretch. Sorry. And Rakan taken away here. Just leaving the best support on the patch and so far the best performing support this tournament away. And there's Fudge. There's the hover, but there's the lock-in on Xayah. No surprises here. Xayah, you see it in the win rate and the pick rate and in Rumble, Jarvan taken, but you see it in the win rate, the pick rate, 57% pick rate, 26-8 at the World Championships. You see it in the Rumble, 10-3. There's a reason the champions banned Sedge, Jax locked in. Jarvan not as strong, but is still pretty good. And what are these picks coming through for Fnatic going to be? Aphelios will indeed be the lock-in for Noah. Third ADC of the set for him. Didn't look good on Ezreal. Eventually became, I guess he made a difference on Zeri. It was really Humanoid who made the difference. So he hasn't really shown up this series. He hasn't really shown up this World Championships. Noah has been, okay. Akali banned away from Jimenez here. And it's really good for C9. Getting that Xayah is such a big deal. Just the ability to take that is so massive because there's a lot of debate over who the next best ADC is. And with Kalista being probably even stronger than Xayah's been, even stronger than we expected Xayah to be at this tournament. Braum banned away, by the way. Very good with that Aphelios locked in. Kalista is shown to be probably even better than Xayah is at the tournament or even was expected to be. So Kai'Sa's fallen down. It's a scramble to find new ADCs because you have to ban Kalista. If you are not playing Kalista, you gotta ban it. Yone banned away from Jimenez. They don't want to face that a second time, do they? Support bans, maybe a top or a mid ban, and it's going to be Renata banned away from Trimby. And it's, yeah, Nautilus. Sven. Ooh. Rel. Ooh. Rel or Nautilus. Both are good picks here. And with the Alistar available, will Sven finally pull the trigger? Or get the chance to pull the trigger finally? And will he do it? Ooh. Because both teams need a mid laner. And it will finally be Sven's Alistar coming through. Hasn't gotten to play it all sent, so he's excited. And for the mid lane. What is it going to be for Jimenez? The Yone band away. Is it really? The Akali band away too. Azir band away. Ori. And this is going to be the call. Sven acknowledges his mid laner and says, give him LeBlanc. Galio would be an interesting call here. Yeah. Should be Syndra lock-in. I don't see... Ooh. Silas wouldn't be bad, and it will be humanoid on the Silas. Don't think it was going to be casted. Galio would have been an interesting pick. I don't think it would have been the best choice, but Galio's not a terrible pick. I'm trying to find where my mouse cord is because it's resting on my thing down here, and I don't like it because I step on it. And this is a pretty tanky C9 team with the Jax, Sejuani, and Alistar. But with the Rel and the Silas with the ability to steal Alistar ulti. Hold on. It's pretty strong. The fudge factor after today. I mean, after game 1, you'd think Fudge has had a good series, but game 2 was nothing really great for the C9 top laner. And the question still is Fudge the guy? Like, EU equals NA. It's not wrong. The EU equals NA sign is very true. These two regions are pretty close in strength, all things considered. Both regions are not competing for world championships right now. So with C9 on the blue side, Fnatic on the red side, we enter one last match or one last game between these two, and one last game for one of them. And it's going to be a big deal because someone has to go home here. No matter how well you play in this game, it just matters which Nexus falls. And I think I'm leaning towards Fnatic in the early game here. I think the Silas can go really well into this LeBlanc. Because once LeBlanc burns all the CC, or all the CDs, you can just run at her. And that's exactly what Silas wants. And Rumble into... I mean, we already saw Rumble into Jax. It was so strong. The bot lane is where C9 need to win, though. Humanoid face checking the bush, and he's going to run into 3 and just forced to use the dash. Just has to run away. Oh, neck itches. It is called abscond. That's hilarious. Now, Humanoid still tanking that early poke just from the Sigil of Malice. Oh, and there's going to be the first strike for Jimenez. Boom. Oscar and Fudge just chilling for the time being. And Oscar, good chunk of damage. But Oscar, just with the Flame Spitter, able to do so much. Sven going to use his level 2, but he's going to be traded back really hard by Noah and Trimby there. So well played. But for Sven, 2-man Alistar combo feels pretty cool. So I think Sven's winning here. I think Sven does have a case can make a case for why he did it, because Neuron activation, honestly, and I feel that. See the opportunity to go in, you gotta go in. And now Razork, no wards to spot him. Fudge. And Jax. A very interesting trade there. Kingslayer for Deception, or for Deceive. Humanoid going to get rooted. I don't think there's much Jimenez can follow up with, because Humanoid's already fine with taking that damage. He's just going to leave. It's Distortion. I'm never going to get it. I'm going to keep calling it Deception. Oh, my jaw. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Ow. That did hurt. And there's Humanoid. Oh, if he hit the chains there, that would have been a good chance to get something going. He's not going to hit the Abduct. And Brutal. And now, Fnatic going to hold this wave at their turret, pretty much. Ow, my jaw hurts. That freaking hurt. And they're not going to spot out Blabber here, but Blabber, the chains, are they going to land? Eminence is going so low, but Humanoid forced to flash away. So, well played there by Eminence. Can Mirror Image do damage? Oh. Nope, doesn't. And Oscarin, with that ultimate, that level advantage, able to walk and Fudge there with the Flame Spitter up. Oh, 3-man coming top lane. Throws the equalizer onto Fudge, but it's not going to be anything. But now he has to just run. He's going to get hit with a permafrost. Oh, the trample. First blood for Fudge. And C9 just outplay there so hard. They do so much in the end. That is absolutely huge. Jimenez just going to jump onto Razork here. First strike over to C9, or over to Fnatic, unless something insanely dramatic happens. I don't see it happening. I really do not see a dramatic play happening, because look at this bot lane. Yeah, and it will be the Chemtech over to C9. Trimby and Sven. Oh my god. Guys, stop it. You're going to get a headache. Are any major items, like any interesting items being built? Not really. Not yet. Humanoid has the clone spell available. Sven going to be able to walk forward now with the renewed health bar. Is Blabber going right back up top lane? And just going to go for the Herald in the end. Playing it safe. Razork going to spot out Blabber here. Razork can't really contest this. As, yup, Fudge is here. Amenez is able to rotate and will. And this will be the first Herald 1 taken by C9. Just using their early pressure. Oh, they're going to walk forwards. Trimby going to use the ultimate. The Featherstorm comes out. And now Noah has so many chakrams charged up. Berserker doesn't have anything. The Sigil comes out to force Sven away. And it will be a kill onto Sven, though. Oscar jumps. Gets jumped on here. Razork, the Cataclysm's out. And now the Grandmaster at Arms available and thrown forward. Razork, you're running the wrong way, buddy. And a nice glacial prison, too. And Razork throws everything in, and C9 just answer easily. That's so much money onto Jax. Oh, yeah, there's an Alistar dead. What the heck? And something is not working for Fnatic here. Not on this dive. This is actually a good dive from C9. Well set up. They have a huge wave. They have Alistar ulti. They got everything. Massive. No Feather Pull, though. No Blade Caller. And then Oscar gets jumped on. Nice equalizer to force disengage, but Razork. Wrong way. Oh, Sven into 3. But will Blabber stay alive here? No Glacial Prison. The Flag and Drag comes through. And Humanoid will get the kill onto Blabber. I thought that was the play onto Sven earlier. Nope, that's a completely different play Sven is making. Kraken Slayer finished for Berserker. So that will be an advantage. Okay, so... Oh, this is this play that just happened. Not even the play that happened before that. Sven lives this. And then Blabber comes down. Glacial Prison stolen. Still available. Flash whiffed by Blabber. And then he's just stuck. There's no way he can Q out because 3 people are surrounding him. He'd hit all of them. And now, with the ulti available, can do something. But Humanoid needs to stay safe. Whiffs the Glacial Prison. Herald out should be a lot of damage. Nice ulti from Oscar onto Fudge. And there you go. That's a good equalizer that time, buddy. Jimenez is going to take a lot of damage from Noah here. Burns off Blue Gun, which is perfectly fine with him. Cataclysm onto Blabber, but there's no one to follow it up. But now Humanoid's here. There's the Moonlight Vigil out. Humanoid's going to get his second kill of the game, and there's the follow-up. They were waiting on the flag and drag. Sven, you're tanky, but I don't think you're this tanky, bud. Runs the wrong way. Chakrams. He's got like 15 of them. And now Fnatic are regain the kill lead. And Oscar, trying to threaten Berserker, just has to give it up. Fudge will get a plating in exchange, which is not quite much. Oh, shoot. I have to I lost track of time. I'll be back. I'm back. I went to go cast an actual thing. I went to go cast an actual, like, league. Yeah. I did. I casted for this, for the Summer Champions League. It's a small league of, like, mid-tier players. It was very fun. Go check them out. Go check that out. I think it's just Summer Champions League on Twitch. It was very fun. But anyways, back to the end of this series. Humanoid going to steal away the Grandmaster at Arms. Also, it's like 11 o'clock. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and be chill. But just unleashing it onto Fudge. Now Fudge going to jump back. Humanoid just going to back up instead of going in. And in the end, just a trade of ultimates. Man, I'm hungry. Sorry, I'm really hungry. Humanoid looking to jump in. Doesn't know that Sven's here, but the team coming back in. Trimby here. Nice flash Q. Sven going to boot away Humanoid, but Humanoid's going to continue the chase and force the flash out. Razork is coming in, though. Razork on the way up. Is he going to find Sven? Is going to jump onto Sven. And the flash will be denied by Sven. And now Fudge just turning, or getting turned on by Razork. The Glacial Prison will find Humanoid. The Kingslayer will secure his survival, though. And now Razork all alone. The Cataclysm onto Sven. He won't trade the kill. Jimenez in onto Humanoid. Can't hit anything because of the Magnet Storm, though. And the Kingslayer onto Humanoid now. Or onto Jimenez. Featherstorm out. Blabber going to secure the kill. And Berserker with his own Featherstorm will kill off Humanoid. And Fnatic go way too hard in the paint. And in the end, C9 come back to bite them. And now Fudge onto Oscar and in. But this turret's gone almost. Jumps forward. The flash on top of Oscar. Counter-strike. Sven is here. Flashes away, though, and the Ignite is out on Sven. It will be the Herald for Blabber, and C9 are in control. Humanoid going to get the first strike procced onto him, actually. And Humanoid's looking for it. Doesn't have Hijack available, but a nice equalizer into the Moonlight Sigil. Vigil, not Sigil. And the damage is enough for Noah to take down Sven, not Trimby, sorry. And Razork will answer mid, but it's not going to be enough. That will be the first turret, or not first turret, but that will be mid turret falling for C9. And there's still only 1k ahead. Oh, pick something off of me, ow. This cast got a lot more casual, I know. It's just because I casted for 3 hours and I'm pretty chill. I mellowed out, that was a good cast. But look at this play. Humanoid just able to lock down Sven here, especially in the equalizer. It's just so much damage. Even though he has the ulti back up, just Noah has enough damage by the end of all of this to just kill. Is only on the Gale Force. Doesn't actually have Kraken Slayer. Didn't rush it in the end. Trimby on a ward, but he can Or, well, not on a ward, but knows where the ward is. Where's he gonna go? He can Hex Flash out. The win prob. It's almost meaningless. I'm gonna make food after this, bro. That food's gonna go hard. It's gonna be noodles. And now Trimby. Do they know he's in the bush, is the question. I don't know. And now Noah. Just gonna clear out this mid wave. Trimby just runs through mid here. And then is able to clear out that wave so fast. And it's going to be big, not a big deal, but this is going to be a big thing. Because in 50 seconds, Drake is up. And it's going to be on Fnatic to find an angle into this situation. Because Blabber is in full control of the jungle. What am I saying? I'm talking out of my garbage hole, sorry. It's been a, like, I literally do not know. And now, yep, there's C9 getting control of the river, checking to make sure Razork is going to walk up. Jimenez jumps forward onto Razork, and it's so much damage with that first strike. And that's just going to be a force back, and C9 should be able to get this Drake pretty easily because of that. And all this vision control means that Fnatic have to walk up through the darkness that is the river. Oh, this top lane play. What's going on up there? Fudge jumping onto Oscarinin, and now Fnatic have regained control of the river, but Jimenez coming around. They don't know where he is right now. And Noah just going to throw down the root. Jimenez jumping onto Trimby, and that's a good chunk of damage to start off. Teleport out of Oscar now. He's got to come all the way around, but he will be here. Jimenez jumping onto Razork, not going to secure anything, and here comes Fudge, a nice equalizer thrown right on. They're going to get the Dragon. Humanoid will be traded in exchange onto Jimenez. And a nice Cataclysm, a nice crash down Magnet Storm into the Moonlight Vigil. Noah finds all of them. And now just trying to chase. Berserker cannot chase any harder, though. It's a shutdown for Razork. A double kill. And a shutdown for Noah. And 5,000 damage. Fnatic beautifully team fight their way out of that mess. And oh my goodness. Look at this. They trade onto Humanoid eventually, yeah. That's Glacial Prison down already. That's Unbreakable Will down. And Fnatic find the angle of a life. Razork, the Cataclysm of a lifetime, finds 3. And Noah finds 3 with the Moonlight Vigil. It just is able to do so much. Razork gets a double kill. And then Noah gets a double kill. It's just huge. Absolutely massive for Fnatic. They are in just the best possible spot now. Just you see the win prop swing all the way. And Sven just going to get jumped on again into the Cataclysm. There's nowhere for him to go. Noah will be dominating now. The heck did that hit? Did it hit Razork? That looks so weird. Oh, my foot is just... You can hear the Korean casters. That's an error. And this is just going to be Baron time. C9 are in such a bad spot now after having control for a little bit. It's going to be the red turret down. Does it even matter? Red team's going to get the Baron. And Menace is trying to find anything. The equalizer. And they will find Razork out. And C9 find the answer to Fnatic's Baron's push to their advantages. They're still even, but Fnatic just burn it. They kind of burn their lead there. It's just tough. Fudge is 4-1-2 now. That's so good. And they find this. They find a pick onto Sven. That's huge. This is so big. And they can just walk up there and go. Just, they did not really decide on what they wanted to do there. And in the end, it bites them. They send everyone forward and don't really make up their mind. Is Noah in danger? Jimenez lands the chains. Is he just going to die, though? Sven coming through in the Gale Force, a way to make sure Sven doesn't jump onto him and allow a re-engage from the mid laner of C9. And a cleanse out immediately. And now C9 are back in control of the gold lead a little bit. You see the massive. Hold on. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, that's for tomorrow. That's for a different, sorry, DM from a casting group. It's not me to. Jimenez getting jumped on there and doesn't flash away. That's just looked sound. I heard a flash noise, or I heard a big noise. Trimby, did Trimby just get glacial prisoned and still move? That's hilarious. Jimenez not going to get caught up on a nice equalizer. Sven going to throw away Razork, but Oscar Rinnan now leaves Blabber in 5. It is going to be another kill over to Fnatic. It's 2. 2 Fnatic kills for free, and Fudge is just going to trade it tier 2 and pretend it's okay. With Sven doing that, he pushes everybody there. Jimenez, he's trying to bait. Fudge, maybe able to find something, but here comes a teleport from Humanoid now. It's just going to be an immediate answer. Teleport for teleport. But C9 just don't win that play. And, I mean, they do get it up to a positive goal differential in the end. Fnatic are going to try and push through here. They want this Drake Soul 4-0. They want this 4-0 Drake Soul here. Fudge not going to get anything. Noah walking up. Ulti available. Throws down the turret to get the chakrams going. Nice Glacial Prison, but are they going to find anything? Jimenez can't go anywhere. That's going to be the dragon down. The burn onto Blabber from Oscar Rinnan is huge, and it's going to be Noah securing a kill. He's going godlike. The double kill for Noah, and they're just going to keep walking forwards. And they're going to find 3 kills and the soul. C9 are falling apart. They had such good control in Game 1, but in the second half of Game 1, we saw it falter, and they have not regained it since. Fnatic are fully in control of this series since, like, the second half of Game 1, it feels. Like, the last 10 minutes, C9 were running, and this is just an extension of that. No Featherstorm catches everybody. And Berserker dies again. Just Fnatic are toying with Cloud9. And will this be possibly... I mean, for Fnatic, this is huge. Because now you're in such an advantageous position for the rest of the game. No matter what happens, you have the soul. You are doing extra damage. You have the extra stats as well for the rest of this game. And C9 just don't have any answer to it. And most importantly, this is absolutely massive. This would be, once again, EU denying NA. This could be absolutely massive. EU denying NA again? That would be absolutely massive. It's 2 times now EU have taken NA out behind the woodshed and eliminated them. But now is not the time for eulogies. Now is the time to see if Fnatic will shut the door on C9, or will C9 kick that door open and keep their season alive. But there's not much to say. Tier 2 already down in bot lane, and they're just going to rotate up to mid lane. Oh, Amenez drops cannon. That means nothing, but Amenez drops cannon. And just keeping it alive is insane right here. They're just... I mean, what are C9 going to do? Fudge is the only one ahead. 8 kills for Noah. Like, it's just so difficult to play into this. And now Fnatic are looking to deliver the death knell to C9. Look at the damage. Noah is even going to throw out that Q. No. Amenez going to spot someone out, but it's not even worth. Look at where the rest of their team is. Not going to happen. Fudge has to back up. There's no chance they push this. Razork is going to find Amenez. Amenez stuck in the ultimate now. And there's nowhere he can run. They picked the wrong target. But it doesn't matter. They still secure the kill, but Razork will lose his Baron buff to Berserker and red buff. And that's huge. Now Blabber coming along. He's going to lose his passive, though. Trimby should be taking advantage of this, as it's going to be get onto Noah the game. The Magnet Storm keeping Fudge locked in. And Noah's going to go legendary as Fudge falls to the ADC. Turret down, double kill for Noah. And now he's got 10, baby. You were not coming into this tournament expecting the ADC of Fnatic to have the highest kill or to break double-digit kills, but here he is. And here he is, loud and proud in what feels like his coming out game in this international position, or in the international stage. It's just so big. What are you supposed to do into it? There's nothing that you can do, really, to stop this. And Oscar Rinnan, they're going to jump onto him. And Amenez just going to get burned down. Oscar still not going to be able to die, and Blabber will secure the kill onto Oscar Rinnan. A massive shutdown here. But is it enough? The death cap finished for Oscar. And they got 3 items on all their carries. 4 on Aphelios is just massive. Such a threat. C9, 50 seconds on this Elder Drake. This could be the timer. This could be the countdown to the end of this Cloud9 era. It's weird. They haven't... It's so weird. Not even this era. This could be the countdown of this Cloud9 roster, it feels. And Sven, the cow. Stealthiest cow in the world. And now it's just a mid-tier 2. The cow are just... The cow's just sitting. And now... Fnatic... It's just going to siege this tier 3. Sven, sunken cost fallacy. They're not going to get it. That's a huge chain onto... But it's not going to matter. The chain onto Oscar Rinnan is a bait. And Humanoid stands there. Sven, what are you waiting for? Sven throws away the chance. Might have just thrown away the game again. I mean, you're Sven. What are you doing? Sven might have just thrown away C9 season for nothing. Just what are you doing, Sven? The rest of your team is in the base. Defending, and you're sitting doing nothing in Fnatic, and this is the end for C9. It feels Razork is going to just barely survive, but the permafrost will take him down. They're going to jump onto a Menez, onto Berserker. It's a double kill for Oscar Ridden. Noah goes legendary. And now onto the turrets. Noah is going to go golden here. They're going to continue focusing these turrets. A nice Glacial Prison. But the stolen ultimate into the Kingslayer is the kill for Humanoid. Shut down by Blabber. And maybe there's a chance. But the super minions are going to stay in. The Kingslayer is going to be enough. Blabber versus Humanoid. The Kingslayer keeps him alive. Blabber gets executed, and Humanoid and Fnatic. The Dashbang has been doing everything he can, but it's the end of C9. Fnatic continue the streak and knock C9 out of Worlds for the third straight time. In their third straight elimination meeting, Fnatic remain undefeated. 3-0 again. Or once again. Blabber has a chair that he can't move. He definitely has some funky settings on that. But for C9, I mean, take a bow, Fnatic. You deserve it. Absolutely battled back from a heartbreaking game 1 to eventually win it in 3 stressful games. And I'll wait for Cloud9 to take their bow. But the final score, 2-1 Fnatic. And I mean, that's just tough, I think. Just getting shown up in the end. Brutal. And C9 take their final bow at the World Championships. We'll see it in a minute. It's going to happen. And you see Jimenez and C9 crushed. 1-0 lead. And they couldn't close it out in back-to-back games. And that is crushing for Fnatic. Or for C9. I mean, you had such a strong start to the series. You went almost I don't even know. You had such a strong start to your tournament. You had a really strong start. You had such a strong start in the series, such a strong start at the tournament. You've had a really, really big moment of almost beating 2 of the strongest teams at the tournament. And it's all for naught. And then when it comes down to it, you blow back-to-back games where you had a chance in both of them. And you're out. And I think it's a bit more than just not succeeding at Worlds. This is possibly, from my perspective, I think this could be the last we see of the current C9 roster. This is the last we could see. This roster is expensive, and they haven't won jack shit. It's been 2 to 3 years of mostly the same roster. What, they had Niski for a while? They had Niski and some other dudes for a while, but besides that, they've mostly not been able to do anything internationally. They have 1 playoffs appearance at the World Championships since this roster came together, and I just think it's not going to stick together. I think the C9 higher-ups are not excited to see this continue on, this experiment continue on. And so, if it is the end of C9 as we know it, that's kind of sad that it was just in such a whimper. And if it was, and on such a misplay, once again, Sven, massive misplay, expecting an Elder fight when they're just going to siege your base instead. And that sucks for Fnatic. It's incredible. Going on. Shush. Sorry, Discord launched. Going on to face another opponent and potentially continue in this world and have a chance to qualify in 2 days. Yeah, I mean, good for them. Otherwise, that's really it for game 1. Up next, Mad versus Weibo Gaming, which I think I'm going to do tomorrow. It's late. I'm hungry. And I didn't think I was going to have a casting job later today. So, that's it for now. Hello and welcome to the second game of this match, or the second match of day 6. As you can tell, it's a different day. I said it was going to be a different day because I was damn tired last night, and now we're here for game 1, Weibo Gaming Mad Lions elimination match again. The 1-2 pool, if you remember. Well, you do, because you just watched it happen. Fnatic knock out C9 in a comeback, 2-1. And now Europe looks to keep the hype train rolling as LEC3 Mad Lions take on LPL4 Weibo Gaming. And despite the seeding, I do think Weibo have a massive advantage here. I mean, obviously, their world's experience alone, and you can't see it, but yeah, Weibo Gaming has some fans, including 2 of their world champion players, of course, Crisp and The Shy. And as we are getting into draft here, it is just about time to get moving to game number 1. And there's Chasey. Hi, Chasey. Danny, the prodigal son of Korea. And there is, like, oh. Jarvan taken away from Elyoya. Interesting move immediately. Jumping away from that. Also, just really, really quickly. I'm really proud of this. I like the redesign. I think it takes up way less space, and it actually works. Anyways, back to the draft. Xayah taken away from Carzzy here. I want another Penta, you know? I've been waiting all Swiss stage for a pentakill. I just need another one. They're so... it gets the energy going. All 3 of them being in play-ins is unfair, because all the play-ins players get to have the fun. I do want to have some fun on the Swiss stage. Also, after this is the start of the 1-2 day. I'm going to immediately jump into the next cast after this. I'm going to finish this. I'm going to process and put all this together. And Vi is locked in, by the way. I'm going to put all this together, like stitch the 3 parts together, come in, do the next day immediately, because I need to catch up. And that'll be fun. And with the Kalista open, you will see Light immediately jump onto it. And there is the Renata Kalista locked in. Boom. Immediate lock-in. Saw it available. It's the first time Kalista hasn't been banned in a while. And Light and Crisp immediately jump onto it. Sorry, it's loud. It's loud. You saw that, but you saw nothing. And with the Ashe hover, it is looking to be the counter to Kalista coming through, and it will be the soft, or not a hard counter, but a counter. Ashe undefeated, 1-0. I'm pretty sure it was Ashe Renata. Actually, I don't remember what it was. It was Ashe something. I can't remember at all. I can't be bothered. But now, they're going to lock in Niski Silas. Opting out of the support, so probably not going to see the Nautilus or the Alistar available. One of the 2. Whew. Probably the Rakan taken away as well. And there is the Rel coming through for Weiwei. Man, this really isn't helping my pick'ems, which I said was going to be Rel most banned, but it's fine. I take my losses. I take my L's. Knuckle cracking. So nice. And Varus banned away, thinking that this is Ashe for Hylissang in that situation. Just banning it away immediately is an interesting call here. Italia. Take it away from Xiaohu. Silas would struggle a little bit against the Tali. I don't think it was that bad of a matchup. Maybe they're just scared of Xiaohu specifically. And Heimer taken away. They're going to get rid of both of Ashe's strongest pairings. Ooh. And Akali taken away. So mid lane focus. And they're going to leave all three engaged supports open here in exchange for getting rid of Ashe's actual synergies, or Ashe's best synergies historically. And Karma. This could be a very interesting draft for the side of the Mad Lions. And Cassante obviously taken, and yep, as I expected, the Alistar immediately going forwards. And Aatrox available. There's Jax available too, or Rumble. Oh my goodness, the Shy. It's gonna be Aatrox, but the crowd got excited like I did. And they're still excited to see the Aatrox, but I think the Weibo fans were more excited to see Aatrox. The entire crowd. You guys, again, can't hear. I mute the stream so I don't get in trouble with Rito. But the entire crowd, you heard an audible, like, you heard the excitement seeing the Fiora hover, because knowing the Shy, he would have done it. Knowing the Shy, he would have pulled the trigger. Just absolutely could have. And now I do like this Weibo draft. I think Mad. I mean, going into the Ashe is an interesting strategy. It's not a champion we've only seen once. That's very cute. That's very cute. Again, Chinese and Korean fans are awesome. They come up with like the coolest things. Look at that. It's adorable. Look at them. Where's my NAEU? Where's the NAEU? Where's the crappy lion drawings? Where are they? Come on. Come on, we gotta counteract the Chinese and Korean signs. We gotta get them with our crappy signs. Ah, whatever. Screw it. Anyways, I do think Weibo have the better plays here, because their game plan is very, very clear. And for Mad Lions, I don't see that same angle. I really don't see the same angle. Maybe Mad proved me wrong, but I don't think the Ashe pick is the great. I'm not a huge fan of this Ashe pick here. This Silas can be massive. Can be. But this team fight from Weibo Gaming is going to be so strong. What is that? What is this? Stupid. That's what it is. Weibo gonna push forward for the vision. There's not much Do we worry about Weibo? Will be aggressive in this early game. Much more aggressive than Mad could ever imagine to be, at least. Oh, he's Q3. He's trash. And they think that it's going to be a wrap start. They don't see the Shy, so they know Weiwei's starting top at least. Even if it isn't. Or even if it isn't the exact camp, they do know where the Weiwei's starting roughly. Also, can I tell you how awful some of these Chinese names are? There's Weiwei, but there's also Wei. And there's also Wei. There's like 2 different ways. So frustrating to deal with. And Crisp, just going to abuse the range difference to get a good health. I don't know. I want to say health trade, but it wasn't even a trade. Just get some harass down early. I mean, Hilly is going to be able to get that back, but Carzzy, it's going to be so hard. I mean, they're going to get a massive heal off of this wave, though. Look at this. And this is the early aggression Weibo we're going to be able to abuse. Hilly's going to get a lot of healing here from passive. Ashe already out of potions. Carzzy already using the potions. Weibo is getting aggressive. Weiwei spotted out, so Elyoya's going to come bot, but Elyoya's good. Oh my goodness, I have burpees. Don't quote me on that ever again. That was gross. I'm sorry. Crime. But Elyoya spotted on Vision. Niski going to survive because Xiaohu just misses the charm with a nice abscond. And there's the combo from Aatrox right there. There's the combo that used to wipe you off the face of the earth. Q, W, auto, Q2. Q, auto, W, Q. Pull, Q, auto, E, auto. Pain. Lethality. Aatrox hurt. And you see this wave diff, though. Is there any... No vision on Weiwei, and Weiwei's been spotted. Doesn't matter that they see. Weiwei going to get booted away here. Carzzy going to cleanse. Hilly is going to be able to trade this. Are they going to save Crisp? No. But it will be a kill for Weiwei and a kill for Light. 2 for 1 is perfect, including the first blood for Weibo. It's perfect there. And boots finish for both ADCs, but it's going to be a lot more coming through from Light with that 13 CS lead. Especially as, Carzzy is going to be missing a lot of this wave. And now, Weibo just showing off their early game prowess. That's a very good answer from Mad, but Weibo just being in the position of making the play, we're able to do so much more with it. And now the CS lead is closed for the time being, but only for now. That ping doesn't matter because I am not actually in that location. Sorry, Discord message from a thing I do. Doesn't really matter because I can't be there. Elyoya spotted. So Weiwei in a tough position. And now Niski. Oh, but Hilly's just in trouble. The ignite out and Light's going to get his second kill of the game. What on earth? I was looking at the river play this whole time and Mad just get bullied in the bot lane. Renata catches out Hilly Song. And now it's time to slow push. And there. This should be a smite. There's no way Aoya steals this without steals this without burning his flash. And Niski trying to find a fight here onto Xiaohu, but burns the Spirit Rush. And Xiaohu just dodges everything. Xiaohu says, "Thank you for burning your ultimate. I will just stand here and clear out this wave." All right, so how did Hilly get caught here? Just a hook. Yep. And burns the ignite. Aoya was there, but he just wasn't going to be able to make it in time. And the Shy taking this trade against Chasey. Still winning it. And now he's going to jump forward again. Is he going to go for a Q3 on Chasey? Probably not. I don't know. The Mad Lions just haven't really shown up this tournament. Besides against BDS, this team is pretty in a rough spot. Like, oh, Chasey doesn't get the buffer in time. And besides one game, Mad have looked pretty bad. A lot of the Bad Lions jokes returned. And now all that has gotten you here. You've had one good game, and it was against a team you've beaten senseless throughout the rest of the year, so no one's really shocked. So now they got to prove it against one of the better teams at this tournament, probably. One of the more wild card teams, I guess. Meanwhile, Weibo have, as far as Chinese fans are concerned, an easy game. Though pretty much all of the draw in the 1-2 pool would have been considered easy games compared to this. The only hard game would have actually been against D+. This ulti flying up mid, and now it's a nice stun onto Xiaohu, but he's going to be able to get away. They don't chase. They never throw down the Vi ultimate onto Aoya, or from Aoya, and now Weiwei getting locked down. Nice stun. Weiwei, will he make it over the wall? Will. The stun comes through. Hillesong in the chain lash over the wall secures the kill. And in the end, Mad find the kill somehow. Weibo with the wily coyote escape. And they thought they were safe until a Hilly came out of nowhere. And now Hilly coming out of nowhere again. Niski spotted. There's no ulti. There's no flash. And Xiaohu will fall to Niski. Crisp. Looking for Karzi. And Karzi's just being denied. And flash out of the ADC. But Mad Lions are here to answer. To make sure, or not even here to answer, to make sure no one's getting chased down too hard. And just nothing Chasey can do. He's down 11 CS. And Light just going to jump away. And now this wave again crashing. And this is such a good play. Couldn't see the arrow until it was pretty much on his screen. And now Niski just had to chase a little bit. And just not enough. And then the play onto Xiaohu. And just tanks. And now Niski jumping onto Xiaohu. And it's Niski on a killing spree. And they're not hitting anything. There's no damage. They barely are hitting the turret for anything. There's so much armor and so little AD on light. Like, look at this. There it is. Hilly going to get jumped on. Ulti out. And so the Magnet Storm traded in response. Karzi is here, but I don't think Karzi's going to have anything. Ignite out. Light is just execution. Oh my goodness. So many spears, and I will be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry. Phone call. Anyways, already on to that tier 2 in the bot lane. Xiaohu knows the TP's coming in. Just needs to sidestep, but I don't think, there's no amount of anything Xiaohu could do here. Chain Lash will put Niski on a rampage, though. And 3 now for Xiaohu. And now Xiaohu is just so behind. There's no Spirit Rush here. No Flash available. Oh, no. Burn the Spirit Rush. And Haley just gets executed here. You're going to see. Look at the spears in him. So many spears. And it's just Xiaohu. No ultimate. Just has to start walking. And just what is Xiaohu going to do at this point? He's just so behind. There's no one there. Why are they showing it? How scary. But you see this gold diff, even with a 4-0 Silas, still down 2,000 gold somehow. Because the rest of your team is just so behind. And now it's time to find... I mean, the lane swap is going to be nice as Karzi is a level down. So Light able to just sit mid. And they're just going to push out this mid lane. Hilly just taking so much damage. A nice arrow onto Weibo, though, so no one's really going to be doing any damage there. And 2,200 gold ahead, yeah. That is what bot lane is. This diff is Light diffing Karzi as hard as he can. But he's going to get jumped on. The cleanse is out. Goes berserk and actually... uses it to jump. Actually, well played by Light. And this is just going to be Herald started up. And is there even going to be an answer? Weibo. Crisp gets jumped on. They're going to secure the Herald. No one's going to be able to get there, though. Weibo will give his life. No, he's going to survive. Niski comes over the wall. The Radiant Virtue. Crisp gets put into the Fate's Call. Running forward, Crisp might just be the sacrifice here, but Weibo is also going to be a sacrifice, and Light needs to run. The Shy has shown up. Is he going to have the damage? He's put into the CC chain, and 4 fall on the side of Weibo. The Mad Lions give them the Herald. Take their lives for it, though. Niski 6-0-2. And now it's even in gold. They have the Herald at their side, but the Mad Lions answer strong. Crisp has the takeover and uses it there. And just everyone's going down. Pain. Pain for Weibo. It's just... And now you see the gold lead coming through for the Mad Lions, a few hundred. But it looks so massive because they haven't had one yet. And now it's all on Niski. Niski is going to be the hero here. That's pretty much it. They don't have anything really going for them besides that. The Vi is nice, but... Like, the Vi is nice, but it's still just a Vi compared to a Kalista who could just kite you forever. Especially... Oh, that feels weird. In a team comp designed to keep this Kalista safe, it is just going to be so difficult to play around a Fed, to play against a Fed Kalista. Weibo just takes a huge chunk of damage, though, from Elyoya, I believe. Or I actually don't know anymore. I just saw it and I was like, wait, hold on. And this is tough to happen. Like, it's going to be really big. It's the third Drake of the game, so both teams can opt out since they are 1-1 right now. And you see them trying to go around here. They're going to steal the hostile takeover. That's going to be really big. And Drake resets. Elyoya goes over the wall and leaves again. The Shy is just waiting with the World Ender available. Hostile takeover out. It's just going to be onto Weiwei, though. It's not even going to hit anybody, but they get them out of the pit, and that's going to be a Berserk onto the rest of the Mad Lions, though. A nice airborne from Hylissang, but he will fall to the Shy. But will they even chase? Niski or Zhao Hu runs forward, misses the charm onto Karzi, but it should be enough. He's trying to trade it back, but the heal from the spirits will keep Zhao Hu alive, and while they get the Drake, they trade 2 of their lives for it. And such a good disengage and being okay. They're not stressing over losing the dragon, and that's what wins Weibo this fight in the end. You see them, they just leave. They're perfectly fine with leaving in exchange for hitting the entirety of Mad Lions with this bailout. Nice airborne by Hilly, but it only saves for the time being. And now Light in a bad position. Needs to be able to run. No flash, though. And Niski goes godlike. And now the Mad Lions can actually just turn to the enemy jungle and start setting up the vision for this Baron. They have no ADC on Weibo, but they still can't really fight. Or not fight. They can't really risk going stupid on a play for no reason. And Niski is the goal. Spirit Rush available. Misses the abduct, not the abscond. And Weiwei going to find Niski and hit him in the face with the Shattering Strike. And both mid-laners without ulti. And 4,000, well, 3,000-ish. And that's just psychotic. Oh, got it. Okay. This is going to be brutal because Niski is currently winning the Light versus Niski matchup, as the commentators have mentioned that matchup already, because that's the 2 carries. Niski's winning for the time being. Weibo, they have the Rage Blade on this Kalista, not Kaisa. So it's going to be a lot possible. I had to wake up real early for a match today, so I'll be a bit sleepy. But now Weibo have gained complete control of the river again. And now Weibo are just farming this Kalista. 20 CS ahead, but Ashe isn't the carry of this game, so they're not really worried. The issue is when that Kalista's so ahead of everyone else. And they're just gonna wait. They don't know if they're on it or not. Crash down onto Elyoya, the CC chain. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be able to use the CC assist? And that's the shutdown onto Elyoya. And that's going to be the go button for Weibo Gaming. The Shy just dancing away. Hilly going to land the CC chain onto the Shy Niski. But he's just going to be able to use the dash away. And it's going to be on Chasey to get a massive engage. But they're not leaving the pit still. Weiwei goes down. It's going to be a flip. And Weibo will get it again. They win the trade. The shutdown. But Crisp will survive. The bailout saves Light. But Weibo lose the fight. And chaos in the pit means Weibo kind of lose. They get Elyoya, but what is it worth? Just chaos. But then Chasey, an incredible engage. And only half of the members could get out. Good Fate's call. Chasey just... And this is what saves Light for the time being, but doesn't save him in the end. And it's a 2 for 3 and a Baron. But the Mad Lions will go to Soul Point against Weibo Gaming, as they were just able to go after the Baron fight. And now it's chaos. The game has descended into chaos. Xiaohu's gonna die here. Niski just jumps in. No questions. That's a 3-item Silas. You can't stare him down anymore. You can't do anything. Niski is taking over. And Niski, just such a difference maker in this game. The soul carry. They're going to try and catch him out. He's getting CC'd, but he's going to be able to escape for the time being. Weiwei has the mount up available. Niski needs to keep running. Meanwhile, the Mad Lions need to take advantage of this pressure, and he's going to escape. Elyoya will get backed up by the vision of Weibo in that bush. But now, Mad Lions in such a good spot. Niski, Magnet Storm in, is going to go golden. The arrow stuns up Weiwei, but Light's running forward. It's a massive shutdown onto the ADC of Weibo, but Mad are knocking on the base. 4 recalls coming through. The Shy's already back because of the Baron, and they're only going to get the turret, but that's still a good trade for both parties, honestly. Weibo give a lot there. Weibo give the base, part of the base, in exchange for 1,000 gold onto Light. 206 gold was the answer. Oh, 300. And Niski just stalls for time. But Light gets 1,000 gold there, and that's huge. Still a good chunk of damage, a good chunk of gold on Niski in terms of bounty, and they're just gonna siege this. Look at that. With the 1,000 gold, was able to finish the Wit's End and just nuked turrets. It's only 700 gold lead for Mad Lions, so they can do it. Or, yeah, for the Mad Lions. So, Weibo, it's still doable. Hilly has just been a mixed bag this game. It's going to be resets for Weibo Gaming here. Everyone except Light will be taking a back, and this means Light needs to be hyper aware of what's going on. And he's just going to give. He's just going to back up and go for Raptors. And now, with a minute on Baron and Dragon, Mad are taking over the bot river. Weibo, oh my goodness, look at that. The conga line. That's what we call a vision line if I've ever seen one. The Shy might be in a bit of a problem here. Face checking, but able to get away. And now the chase comes through. The frozen arrow onto the Shy, but he's going to be able to dip, duck, dip, dodge. Get out of here. And now the headbutt comes in. The Shy into Sterix. Elyoya is going golden. There's so much damage onto Hilly. The Magnet Storm crashed down into the hostile takeover. And it's going to be a massive shutdown again onto Elyoya and Niski. And it's going to be Crisp securing a kill. The Shy flashes forward. And the auto will take out Chasey. And now it's just Elyoya running away from Weibo. They're going to get the Drake. They're going to deny the soul for the time being. Oh my goodness. And the Mad Lions in a not so great position, but they have Smite. And leaves. Bails. Doesn't risk it. Knows that if he dies, it's a free Baron for Weibo Gaming. And now Weibo back in this game. No questions about it. Are you kidding me? Look at this. And then Niski tries to get in there, but he just can't get in there. Never gets to use the Magnet Storm. Elyoya is just running away. And just so much. Oh my goodness. 5,700 damage for Light in that team fight. And now they're going to start the Baron. Light has the GA. They have the river control here. They have hostile takeover. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow hits nobody. And they're going to just leave Baron. Crash down. Magnet Storm finds two. Hilly's trying to run. Weiwei gets put in the bouncing castle. And now Xiaohu, it's going to be on them. The chase available for the Mad Lions. Weibo Gaming need to turn and leave. And now it's going to be a Baron on the side of Mad Lions. They're going to try and start it. Hilly is going to fall here. Light goes on a killing spree. And now Mad have to get out of there. The Fates call into everybody. Crisp isn't going to be able to cast it yet. Where is the bailout? Where's the hostile takeover? There it is. Light goes on a rampage and dragged all the way across the terrain as Chasey goes all out. Light is going to res. It's a double kill for Light. The Shy goes on a rampage. Elyoya is hunting for the Aatrox, and he can't find him. And now he can. But it's just, he's got it back. This base is going down. Teleport coming in from the Shy. And now it's time to go mid. It's Elyoya and Hillis. It's a cow and a cop versus the world. They think it's over. Xiaohu jumps onto Elyoya. Crisp and Light goes on a rampage. He's got a double kill in Weibo Gaming. 1-0 in a comeback. Monstrous comeback. And they take game 1. They will lead 1-0 in this series. Oh my goodness. And as I've been saying all tournament, you cannot out-team fight a Chinese team. They know in and out. They were born to do this. And now, Weibo Gaming, 1 win away from surviving to play one last match, and 1 win away from knocking Mad Lions out of the tournament. And so, with that, we go on to, well, we wait for game 2. Weibo up 1-0. Mad Lions backs against the wall. Welcome back for game 2, potentially the last we see of Mad Lions as they are down 1-0. I inbox Kimchi, something I did not mention. Yeah, it's weird. I forgot to mention that, but I am. I am Box Kimchi. I'm here. I'm your caster for this series. It's my thing, you know. It's my series. I hope I'm the caster for it. But Weibo with the 1-0 lead in this series, and all that means is 1 win closer. Oh, that's hilarious. They're memeing on. There's some good memes about K-Drill. It's good. It's good stuff. It's all in good fun. As we are about to get into draft here. And for Mad, it could be your last game at Worlds, and it could be a continuation of the struggles that have been associated with your team on the international stage. The Bad Lions are eternal, it feels like. God, I keep hearing that sound. It's very familiar. I know why. It's not that noise, but it's very similar. And there's a masseuse. That's the coach, I believe. Meanwhile, Weibo Gaming looking to just continue the dominance of the LPL internationally by surviving to a chance at the knockouts. And they're going to just take the Kalista for Karzi here. And now they're going to take the Renata away. They're just going to steal the Renata, possibly. It should be. I do see no reason not to just take the Renata away from Mad Lions here. Take away the best synergy. And now they got the Rel for Weiwei again. Going absolutely off in the last game. Weiwei, some massive ultimates to win team fights that, honestly, they were so behind that I don't know if they had a chance. If they had a chance to win them without Weiwei there. And is Elyoya just going to go back to the Vi? I mean, it worked out early game. It's just they need to convert that early game into late game. Niski did. Niski converted that into a massive late game, but I don't see the rest of the team doing that. And the Ahri taken. Ahri, low win rate at the tournament, surprisingly. Intrigued, because usually I wouldn't imagine that. And now, Aphelios taken with the Renata. They're not going to go for the Ashe in the end. Very, very interesting. And it's time to get rid of supports. So I expect to see a Nautilus ban here first. Blitzcrank taken away from Hillsong. Okay. Ew. Pike. They just want Hilly off of his aggressive picks. They want him to have to kind of sit and play like he did last round. They want him to have to play melee into the Renata, having to walk into Renata, which is not easy to do. Silas taken away from Xiao, who very, very capable on that champion. He's won MSI on that champion, so very capable, obviously. Whew. So familiar. That's so close to what I think it is. And it's not, though. And it's going to be the Shy's Rumble. We've seen it like 4 times now, and it's been great every time. We've seen it like 2 or 3 times, and it's been great every time. I'm so excited to see it because I love Rumble games. I love Rumble games. They're so much fun. And it's going to be a remake. It seems something has gone wrong in the draft. And it seems probably it was an error on the Mad Lions. I would imagine it was probably a Mad Lions error. They couldn't lock in anything. That has a tendency to happen where a player, not a tendency, but that does happen a little bit where a player can't lock in anything. Upset Kadro. How I feel sacrifice. We tank this for LEC. That's hilarious. That's so good. And the Koreans for Mad is an interesting movement. The Weibo fans are very excited, though. They want to see their team keep going. They want to see them advance. And some of them want to see the Shy go to LCK, which is a different discussion entirely, but Cloud9, you guys are eliminated. Put that sign down. Oscar, just do it. Oscar can't. Oscar already did it. So, that one's a bit odd. That one's a bit odd. 2-0 win for Casual. I'm enjoying this. The shot. Wait, that's a... No, we stand. That's adorable. I love that sign. I love the little Weibo tiger. I think it's cute. How long until we get into draft again? Oh my goodness. It's another 2 minutes. I'm skipping it. It was also, some of that time was just going back to redo the draft that we had already. Like, as you see, like 2 minute, like at least half of that time was just going back and redoing the draft over. So, there should be... I'm assuming Light's pick wasn't the error. Oh, was it supposed to be Nico? Okay, so it was supposed... That's interesting. Got it. So, it was not supposed to be Rumble. It seems the error was on Weibo's side. They meant to lock in Rumble, or they meant to lock in Nico, and somehow... an error happened where they picked Rumble instead. And obviously, if they meant to pick Nico and did not pick Nico, we would have known. And this is Hillsong's Soraka coming out. Soraka. Quinn. Fans are excited. Fans are excited to see the Shy ask Crisp for a bunch of insane hovers. And it's just going to be Aatrox again, right? Yeah. Should be. Yeah, it will be. So, I don't know how Nico and Rumble are close to each other in the Chinese client because I do not play in Chinese, obviously. But apparently they're close enough that there was an error locking in the champion, and it was not a misselect. If it was a misselect, they would have been stuck with it. But it seems like it was a client-side error. Happens. Soraka picked. Not bad into Renata, actually. Renata's a champion that wants you to run into her. So if you just are playing long range, you can avoid running into her. Yes, bailout's going to be a pain, but you actually really counter her really well. Her poke can be stopped by your E. She's not very mobile, so your Q is pretty good as long as you don't stand directly in front of her or in the sight of her. I don't know what that says. And your silence is really good at stopping her from doing anything. So it will be something. I don't think you can throw a Soraka into an enemy team, though. So it's going to be interesting who Carzzy ults. Because I don't see a reason to ulti the Soraka. I probably would put it on the Vi, honestly. And, dude, these shots are so measured. I'm pretty sure... No, these are humans. You can tell because the cams are a bit shaky sometimes. Like, they move at angles. But we get into game 2. As the Mad Lions could be on their last... In their last game of the year. They could possibly be done after this. Yeah, no, it's wrong. Sorry. Crisp just getting jumped on early by Hilly. It's going to be a trade of health bars. And they're just going to both recall. They got their wards down and they're just going to... Actually, no. Hilly didn't. Hilly's going for sweeper anyways. He's actually just going to save his sweeper to go sweep immediately and get rid of Crisp's ward. And you see Crisp opting into the Relic Shield this game. Not going to be going for poke into Hilly. Just not having the range advantage compared to Soraka. And Hilly has like 60 gold now. So Hilly's the winner for the time being. What? Okay. That's an interesting thing to point out. I mean, yeah, I guess. Sure, but Xiaohu just trading pretty hard. Both players throw on a corrupting pot and say, let's dance, and beat each other up with that burn. And they will have the lane advantage. Yep, there it is. The ability to just play off a vision and be very aggressive is just always there. And Carzzy drops a CS. And the Shy going to be hit there. And yeah, that's going to be Hilly's goal for now. Just poke them down a little bit. And that ward is going to be really good for Mad here, as they are taking this early aggressive position. Crisp just going to trade shields again. Getting Hilly low is pretty much the goal here. As long as Hilly's low, he can't heal, obviously. So... Wait. Not spotted out because wall. Duh. pretty tough. For Weibo, and now Weiwei spotted out. Ayoya already spotted out. There's no smite on either jungle here. They're just going to smack each other a little bit. It's so much health onto the side of Hylissang, but Hilly in a bad spot. And now Weiwei just able to eventually outmuscle Ayoya there with the help of Nico. And now, top lane, farm lane. Ooh, good moves by Chasey there. But gets hit by the Q3, probably not. Gets pulled, actually, but the Shy has nothing to follow it up with, as he already used all 3 Qs. Niski going to get hit by the Duke, the Tangle Bars into the Blooming Burst. But just is able to get out of there before the third one procs. It wouldn't have killed, but it would have not been pleasant. Chasey has enough mana for Q3. And it's just going to be light poke. But Crisp needs to watch it. And Xiaohu immediately puts Niski to half health. Are you kidding me? Niski just got absolutely just game mental, like knowledge diffed. Crisp goes low, forced to flash. Karzi has no cleanse now, though, so. And now, Light's going to be left alone. No mana, and Elyoya's coming down. Spotted. And Xiaohu gets the charm. Gets charmed, but that's not what you want to do. Forces flash out of Niski, and that's the one time you don't want to land a charm as Ahri. Sorry, I'm busy. And now they're trying to jump forward. A nice handshake to keep everyone away. And Light is able to chase this out. Karzi, flash! Doesn't land it. And now Light, no mana. It's going to be first blood to Crisp, but Elyoya needs to fall. But he won't. And Light will secure the second kill, but Elyoya with the double kill is going to be absolutely massive for the Mad Lions early game. Karzi, or not Karzi, Chasey jukes away. And the Shy and Weibo. And they get out. But the issue is, and now it's just over. But Crisp in the middle of nowhere gets taken down. No bailout even used. Ski gets absolutely clapped there. And there's no fight really available here. Actually, are they going to answer it? Xiaohu has the Pomp Blossom available. Light has ultimate. Can just use it to do chakram stuff. The Shy going to just throw him around. Hits 2 edges. Not going to get any more. And Light, beat the crud out of my pop filter. You know what he said. Red, white, I'm ready to fight. And that's going to be first strike over to Weibo, despite Mad Lions actually looking like they were going to have it. And Chasey already just getting kind of thrown around by the Shy in this matchup. It's going better. It's going a lot better for them. Light doesn't know Elyoya's here. Elyoya about to come over the wall now, but Karzi might have made it a bit too obvious. Hilly gonna get the silence. Not gonna get the heal, though. And now Weiwei's here. They don't know. They don't know Weiwei's here. They don't have any disengage. And now, coming in, Weiwei lands the crash down Magnet Storm into 2. There's only a cleanse. The face call from Hilly, or onto Hilly, will keep him alive for the time being. Karzi is trying to dance around. Crisp gets his second kill of the game. Oh, Hilly just survives. Absolutely huge. But on the other side, the Shy running away. Cease and desist. Isn't going to land the Q and is just going to flash out. And now it should be Rift Herald here. Oh, Hilly gets hit with the shield ability. I don't even know what it's called. Gets hit with the shield. Gets hit with the Q. And that is the end of your boy in this bot lane. I play Aphelios. I don't even know what it's called. That one was Moonshot. I'm going to need this open. Isn't this called Loyalty Program? It is. Crisp just in the middle of no man's land. Some trade back from Xiaohu. But Weiwei. Boom. Just enough that is a good wish there from Hilly to keep his ADC alive, and the kill does go to Crisp, so that's honestly fine. The Shy, no flash, cease and desist not available here. No World Ender, though. And yeah, that's about it for the Shy. Elyoya will secure his 4th kill of this game. Xiaohu. The heck is going on out there? Someone was... Weiwei in a bit too deep here. Is going to get over the wall. So he's fine. And now Weiwei just going to secure this dragon. Or not dragon, this Rift Scuttle. And then just all outed. Yeah. Just nothing the Shy could have done there. Niski going to get the push in onto Xiao, who will land the charm, tanks a turret shot, and that's about it, but not too much. Weiwei looking to come over the wall. Doesn't know they have vision in there. So he will be spotted out the moment he goes for this. Does have flash actually, but Karzi does too. And Xiaohu going to get charmed up. They even hit the right target. Well, that's about it. Chasey looking for the combo. Not going to land the Q3 though. Xiaohu's just cautious, doesn't know where any of Mad were, didn't know where Niski was, didn't know where Elyoya was scared to push in case of dive. So good plays from him. I hit my mic twice, I'm sorry. And now Mad, they spot, or Elyoya spotted out, and the Shy going back over the wall. Ulti out from the Shy. I don't think it's going to be enough here. The heal. Chasey might have misplayed, and the Shy jukes all of it to secure the solo bolo in return. And that is an ankle breaker for Chasey. Just the Shy. That was the definition of big leaguing. He said, welcome to welcome to Worlds, Chasey. And just solos him. Absolutely brutal. And no trick comes through, though, on the other side. Herald was dropped. And it did push Mad into a turret plates lead. But that's really it. And now it's going to be a free Drake for Weibo Gaming. And, oh my god, the Shy. Gets ulted. Chasey goes in. Juked again, and the Shy just reminds him why he's a world champion. Absolute beatdown there. And Xiaohu just going to get jumped on. A nice Pop Blossom will actually stall for long enough. And they're going to force out the ultimate. Xiaohu plays that so well. The Moonlight Vigil available. Not going to land onto anybody. And now the Shy is here. The teleport. Is it here for Chasey? And now here comes the Shy. He's walked all the way down a flash Q. But Niski will be able to run away. Chasey teleports in. And we got a party in bot lane now. And Weibo Gaming. And holy cow, what a team fight. And we're still not done quite yet. These two teams still able to set this up. Weibo are crashing this bot wave. And this mid wave is crashing as well. And now, with first turret going over to Xiaohu here, it's just Weibo Gaming are just toying with Mad. I mean, that fight was supposed to go so well. Oh, Yoya's 4-1. He's 1,000 gold ahead. He just can't find an angle. It's so difficult. Every angle he finds, Weibo find a way out of it somehow. Except for like one time. Niski is going to get juggled by the Shy. Will survive though. Weiwei's here. Weibo are going to be in a real tough position. And they're going to steal this away, it seems. And it's going to be taken by Weiwei. They need to capture it. And they will. And now, here comes Xiaohu. Flash forward. Catches Hillsong. The wish comes out. But Karzi still falls. Weiwei walking forward. Lands the stun onto Hilly. The Gale Force. Light goes on a killing spree as he kills Hilly. And Niski going to be able to run away. The Shy thought about it, but he broke the chains. And it's going to be tier 2's down, or another tier 1 down for Weibo. They're going to push forward. They want this charge. Chasey can't even trade the tier 1. And now Weibo are in such a demanding position as they get the next. They have 2 turrets down in top lane, a turret down in mid lane. In such a good position. They didn't turn on to Hilly, so they had to wait a little bit longer to kill people. But besides that, it's perfectly fine. Light just able to finish that off. And now the Shy fighting Elyoya in someone else's jungle. Elyoya's going to get pulled back, but the Shy doesn't have any more things to throw at him. So just bails and takes the Gromp for himself. They will get the bot tier 1 in the end. But that's it. Weibo are demanding that Mad bow to them. It's a 3K gold lead. I thought maybe Mad had a chance in game 1, but they didn't finish off the job. They pulled a C9. They let them back in. And now it's just, what is the angle? Chasey's behind. I mean, the only one ahead is really Elyoya. Niski's pretty even. But Karzi's behind, and that's not what you want from a Kalista. Meanwhile, Light is almost 2 items already. Karzi just has his Bork finished. Ugh, sorry. And the Hextech Drake is spawning Xiaohu, TPing in. TPing the bot lane here. And if Weibo just get this, it's just such a... They have to, like, Mad have to fight them for every objective from here on out. Or else they risk giving up a massive soul that Weibo just would love to have on their Aphelios. Weiwei walks forward now. Is this even going to be a team fight? Mad have to back up so much. They don't know the Shy is here just yet. Now they do. Elyoya gonna jump onto the Shy. Have they found the pick? The Shy can't go into the World Ender just yet. He finally will be able to ascend. Radiant Virtue here, though. Smited away by Elyoya, but are they going to be able to survive? They go berserk. Light with a double kill, and Xiaohu gets the 3rd, and the Mad Lions win the Drake, but they lose the war. Spotted out, so Karzi knows to run away, but they're just calling for it. They say it's time. Mad Lions, your time has come. And it's Baron red-white, the last red-white for a little bit. It's going to be a little bit red-white, but with this gun, we'll be able to just do so much. And the Baron is just going to melt. Look how much damage Light is doing to this thing. Oh my goodness. Light, red-white, he was ready to fight. Mad were too, and just, they thought they were at least. And Xiaohu just finds them. And just throws the guns at them. Triple. Or not a triple kill. Sadly wasn't. I really do think Light is going to get it. A double kill for Light. Another is Xiaohu's first of the game. And it is just dominant from this Weibo Gaming bot lane. Just a master class from Light. Hilly forced to flash. 6,000 gold lead. And the push begins. And the push will get them a tier 2. Waiting on the flank. Niski forces the flash out of Crisp. But now they're back as 4 as the Shy pushes down this bot lane. Just starting to open up the map is what's most important for Weibo in this moment. They extend the lead to 7,000. And Weiwei, barely outside turret range, and now he is. And they're going to jump onto the Shy. The Shy going to enter the World Ender. Just gets half of Elyoya's health by himself. And now Karzi needs to keep kiting. And now he's going to get CC Chain pulled over the wall, the cleanse, and the wish out for Mad Lions. They needed to do that to survive. Weiwei just going to tank the turret with this Radiant Virtue and W shield. And they overstepped into the Shy, and now Weibo are pushing the inhib. And they'll succeed. A nice combo onto Karzi. Will not secure the kill. The Shy needs to start turning around. Nice loyalty program. A nice combo. But Xiaohu finds 2 in the backline. The Shy will secure his kill for the killing spree. He will get shut down. Weibo gets his second kill of the game, though. And now Elyoya trying to jump onto Light. It's insanely difficult, though, with that red gun available now. And Elyoya teleporting behind. I think they know. And what is he going for? They all have Baron recalls here. Is he gonna... He's just gonna go for the Rift Scuttle instead. Okay. 3,300 gold gained during that Baron power play. And they just jump at the bit. At the second they see the opportunity. They see Chasey go in. Xiaohu has, like, sense, like, the alarms are going off for him, and he knows what he must do. And they trade pretty hard there, and they want it. They jumped in a bit too hard. Definitely, they gave a massive shutdown over to Karzi. That is the only downside of these LPL teams sometimes. Some of them, not all of them. Like, JDG don't have this problem, and LNG definitely haven't had this problem yet. But they smell blood in the water, they go. They don't know how to turn it off sometimes. They kind of just want to fight all the time. Sometimes it happens. It doesn't always happen. It's varying from team to team, obviously. But Weibo want to fight. They smell... They see the opportunity to end a game, and they go. And now it's going to be the Drake, possibly for Weibo. They are in such an advantageous position here. They're going to remove the ability to jump the wall without burning an actual ability. And they're going to just jump the wall here. It is going to be a steal from Elyoya. Weibo might have gotten a bit overzealous, but Light should be fine here. You jump onto Light. He doesn't care. Nice. Gale Force over the wall. Light goes 6. And, oh, he is dominating Mad Lions. Lose the Drake. Kill the jungler. And now the push continues. They're coming up mid. It's a 4v5 for Weibo Gaming. And they're going to try and see what they can do here. Chasey, not going to hit the Q3. Inhib goes down. And they're going to give. They're going to back and look for, and start setting up for Baron here. They have all the pressure. Oh, sorry. I think that was a sorry to me. They have so much. Hilly's just in the backlines dying. Elyoya gets the Drake. They don't even care. They are fine with losing the Drake because they don't think this game is going to go long enough for Soul to come through for either team. And that's just an absolutely brutal moment. Now Niski spotted out. The handshake will miss, so not going to get jumped on just as hard yet. They get vision. I don't even think they're going to have time. Niski needs to get in the pit now, but not even going to have a chance to. It's another Baron over to Weibo Gaming. And now, Weibo backs against the wall, and Elyoya's in there. They don't know. Elyoya's stuck now, though. They don't have to get a face checker. They're just going to leave and walk forwards. Ugh, there's no real angle for Elyoya to use this to his advantage. Teleport coming in from Xiaohu. And the Baron's back. Like, the Mad Lions need to pull the trigger. They have Elyoya there. This is going to be a Sven situation. You're going to lose your tier 3s for this. And Elyoya jumps in onto Light, but Light just Gale Forces away. A nice bailout onto 2 members of Mad Lions, and now it's 2-0 for Weibo Gaming. The Sterix comes out. The Q3 only brings you closer to death, as it's a double kill for Light. It's an ace for Weibo Gaming, and the Mad Lions will not advance to a 2-2. Weibo knock them out of the World Championships with ease. They made it look so easy. Weibo finally look like they're comfortable playing their own game. And now, I mean, their reward, this team's getting heated up. They're getting hot in the right times. And now they're 2 wins away from knockouts. And it's cookie cutter in game 2. Exactly what you expect from a Chinese team. Maneuver the team fight so well, they can't even get a chance at saving them. And now, it's just absolutely... I mean, I don't know if it's brutal for Mad. I don't think they were ever that good of a team here. And in the end, they ran into some teams that were just better than them in the end. It just really outclassed them. Their only win came against an EU team. They got smoked by C9. I don't even remember their third game. It was just not looking too hot. And the Shy, is it the Shy? Yeah, this guy, they gave him 2 Aatroxes. They made a horrible, horrible mistake. He's just been a menace. He won Worlds with this Aatrox. Like, you don't remember that? You can't beat this guy, Europe. You can't beat him. He is so strong, and it's the 2-0, and it is all over for the LEC 3 seed. They knocked out Team BDS, or knocked Team BDS to the 0-2 phase, but it wasn't enough to stop their downfall. To stop their downfall to 1-2, and eventually to 1-3. And look, oh my god, that camera angle's headache. But it is just absolutely over. It is 100% over for Weibo Gaming. Who did they lose to? KT. That game was fun. That game was fun. I remember that one. They lost to G2, lost to KT, and now finally they get their mojo back after starting 1-0. They bodied NRG, who are also in the 2-0 pool, or 2-1 pool, and we'll get there when we get there. But for Mad Lions, it is over. For Weibo Gaming, you join Fnatic in the last pool to be drawn. So, it's freedom. That's the end of this day of Worlds. It's going to probably go up the same day as day 2, which is Damwon Gam and KT LNG. And those are 2 different stakes. DK Gam, elimination game. KT LNG, advancement game. So, we will, I mean, you'll see more of me. I'm Box Kimchi. This is the kimchicast. I've never done an outro for this channel before, which is hilarious to me. But that's it for the Mad Lions and for C9 at the World Championships. I will see you for day 7.